Up when it came to the holiday gifts, and your lady, your partner, all upset. Listen, you could rebound. Valentine's Day is not far away, and if you're looking to spice up your love life, maybe make good for what you didn't really do over the holiday break, go to Patricia's. Patricia's is where fun and fantasy meet. So it'd be great for Valentine's Day. Instead of an Instapot or some other kitchen gadget, something from Patricia's will improve both your love lives. Whether it be sexy lingerie, stiletto heels, adult toys, men and women's adult toys, sexy lingerie, an adult movie, really something for everyone. Vibrating toys, things that don't vibrate, and they got the latest and greatest there when it comes to adult toy technology. They got something called the Optimum Power Master Ball. If you're a Star Wars fan, you gotta love it. You gotta check it out. It's at Patricia's. 3 locations. St. Peter's at the Cave Springs exit on Page, 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
Until all the condiments are until we necessary. Oh, really? We being me as well?
Well, I would think it was, sufficient coverage.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Patrico, do you want a super soaker?
Eventually, yes. Ooh.
What do you think of
that? They're ringing the bell for you.
Phone number 314-624-3833. That's 314-NA-DUDE. Or from the Illinois side, 618-398-3833. 618-398-DUDE. Cameras and chat room, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials, at RIZZ Show. Emails, RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. Mic drops, send those to us via the 1057 The Point mobile app. Click that drop-down menu. Send us your mic drop, up to 30-second audio message. So who remembers Sergeant Slaughter from back in the day?
I do.
Old school WWE
Absolutely.
superstar.
That was like Ultimate Warrior time, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
It was always like Sergeant Slaughter versus Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. Those were like the big rivalries there.
I remember seeing, I didn't see it obviously live, but I remember seeing videos as I was a kid, like old reruns of when Sergeant Slaughter turned his back on America.
Never forget.
When he joined up with the Iron Sheik. And
Was there a crossover with G.I. Joe and Sergeant Slaughter?
The G.I. Joe character, Sergeant Slaughter, is based on the for real Sergeant Slaughter.
All right, so I don't know why this is in the news now, but so the story goes back in the early 1970s, a guy named Robert Remus developed the character of Sergeant Slaughter, a badass former Marine drill sergeant. Although his wrestling days are pretty much behind him, he still makes public appearances as the character. He's still Sergeant Slaughter. And the WWE even included him in an article about wrestlers who've served their country. But here's the thing, he didn't. The Baltimore Sun outed him way back in 1985 and said the Marines were looking into the matter. But the info never really went mainstream. Now, you could say Sergeant Slaughter was just playing a character, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's, it's show business.
Mm-hmm.
WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. But if you say he was just playing a character, that's not completely true. He has always made this claim, even when he's not servicing the character. He makes the claim that he was in the Marines.
Oh, really?
And he's still doing it today at the age of 71. Like in a recent radio interview, he claimed he served from 68 to 74 and did 2 tours in Vietnam.
Was that a part of the character at all, that storyline? Is there any parallel?
What do you mean? That he served in Vietnam? Well, here's the thing. He said he served 2 tours from 68 to 74. The problem is he started wrestling back in 72.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is that in any way parallel to the storyline of the character?
The Undertaker says that he's dead. Clearly, he's not dead.
Plus, no offense to the rest of his career, what else has the guy got? And maybe he's just kind of rolling with this character even when it seems like he's not in character?
But he says he served.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, but I'm asking.
Like for real.
But I'm asking, maybe it's not for real.
That he's still the character.
Yes.
I don't know. I guess he could make that argument.
Yeah, is it a case where he lived that character for so long he started believing it? Like, you remember the original Superman on the TV show Superman? He so thought he was Superman.
Was it George Reeves?
Yeah, I think he died because of it. I don't know if it was he jumped out of a window trying to fly or
We
something.
had two Supermans with the last name Reeves.
Yeah.
Here is
Martha and
this is me going to be really nerdy here. So in wrestling, there's something called kayfabe, and kayfabe is so like Dwayne Johnson is an actor, okay? The Rock is his kayfabe personality. They say in this article that Sergeant Slaughter, in non-kayfabe interviews, would talk about it. So, like, as he was being interviewed as what is his name's like, I think it's
Robert
Remus.
Remus.
Robert Remus, yeah. As he was being interviewed as Robert Remus, he would talk about the character Sergeant Slaughter, and then he'd say, "Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I used my drill instructing days as
motivation.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd look to my drill sergeant days.
Yeah, maybe it's delusional, and hopefully he hasn't reaped any benefits that are designed simply for veterans, where he is not a veteran.
Sure, and that's for whatever reason his supposed stolen valor became a big topic of conversation yesterday on wrestling news sites.
And you do know that, like, the Marines, I know that you said that they were looking into it, but they contacted him and said, "Stop it." They got to him and they were like, "Hey, we politely are asking you to stop saying that you were doing this because you did not do this."
Yeah.
I think this would be slightly more serious if the guy, like, had any relevancy.
I mean, listen, what are they going to tell me next? That Macho Man really wasn't macho? Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, neither a dragon nor a boat? Come on.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake, while a beefcake, not really a barber.
Not really a barber.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Well,
I don't know, man.
need
It's
a
real to me.
refund.
Real to me.
Next question, Jeff. Where are you? Right there.
Yeah. I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it. I mean, thank you.
Take it easy, man.
Thank y'all guys. Y'all were awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Fuck, for saying what needed to be said.
Yeah, relax, okay?
man, that is the first time in all the times we've listened and enjoyed that clip that I realized he whistled during the word "just." Listen to the beginning. He goes, "I just."
Yeah.
Next question, Jeff. Where are you? Right there.
Yeah. I just want to...
I just...
Everybody pay attention.
You knew he was going to cry. Try to hold it together, Jeff. Jeff, hold it together. Can't hold it together. Real to me, damn it. Today is January 10th. Back in the day, 71 years ago, 1949, RCA introduced 45 RPM vinyl records, which made the 7-inch disc the new standard for records. 64 years ago, 1956, Elvis recorded Heartbreak Hotel, which later became his first million seller. 36 years ago, 1984, if I said the name Clara Peller, would you know who that is?
That was the gal that Doc went back in time to the Old West, and he met her.
Nope.
Clara.
She's the Where's the Beef lady.
Oh, damn.
1984, the very first Wendy's Where's the Beef commercial aired.
That was my second
starring
guess.
Clara Peller. And like, if you don't know what Where's the Beef is, it's like the version now, what's in your wallet, he went to Jared, like that kind of slogan.
It was huge.
Huge. 37 years ago, 1983, Fraggle Rock debuted on HBO.
Oh, the best.
Great show.
The best.
28 years ago, 1992, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle hit theaters. Anybody remember that movie?
Yeah, I was too young, but I remember even being, 11, 12 years old.
Messed up movie.
Dude, and the hype was everywhere.
But it was a pretty good movie, too.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Was it Rebecca De Mornay?
Yes,
and,
that's it, yeah.
Who was the other chick? Is Anna
Gasteyer?
Shioria or something like that?
And I know who you're talking about. He said, I've never heard the name said, so I don't know. How do you say it?
It is
Anna, right? Anna something or other. Anna Shiora?
Annabella Sciorra.
See, you're like,
Sciorra. Sciorra. Shora. Shiora.
Rebecca De Mornay's best work, remember?
Shira.
And God Created Woman. Look it up.
26 years ago, 1994, Lorena Bobbitt went on trial in Manassas, Virginia. She had cut off her husband's penis with a kitchen knife while he slept and then tossed it out of a speeding car. Police found it and doctors reattached it. The husband, John Wayne Bobbitt. He wound up doing porn, a little porn after that.
I would too, just to prove it's working.
Yeah, I mean,
See what you did there.
real curiosity.
Did a little porn. I gotcha.
Hey.
23 years ago, 1997, The People versus Larry Flint. That opened nationwide. 21 years ago, 1999, The Sopranos premiered on HBO. And 20 years ago, in the year 2000, Melissa Etheridge revealed to Rolling Stone magazine that a walrus fathered her kid.
That's accurate and not nice.
It's pretty mean.
Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. David Crosby. Sorry. And that's what happened back in the day.
That's so mean, dude.
Come on.
One of these days,
Look at him.
you're gonna see him in a coffee shop and go, oh, walrus! Derek Jeter style.
Oh, my God, it's a walrus. Somebody get him back to the water. All right, Tom, do walruses need to be in the water all the time?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Kevin,
lay
I'm
around
not
a
sure
lot.
if that landed properly. Time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
So nominees for this year's Oscars can be announced on Monday. Hollywood Reporter, I know, predictions, but they're based on not opinion, instead on math. They did some sort of math thing.
if it's a secret ballot for all the people in the Academy, how is math play into it?
Well, this is what it says here. More specifically, a method that weighs data from other award shows based on how predictive that data has been in the past. So that totally explains it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So according to them, the Best Picture nominees will be The Irishman, 1976, Parasite, Once Upon a Time.
No, it was in 1917.
What did I say? 1976?
1976?
Yeah, sorry, 1917. I know they renamed it. That's right. Marriage Story, Joker, Jojo Rabbit, Little Women, Ford versus Ferrari, and The Two Popes. Best Director, Scorsese, Sam Mendes, Quentin Tarantino. Let's see. Best Actor, Joaquin Phoenix, Leonardo DiCaprio, Taron Egerton, and another dude. But the big thing here is coming in 7th place in their predictive is Adam Sandler.
Oh, for Uncut Gems. Huh?
Yeah.
So he's not going to be nominated.
It doesn't. I mean, it's all going away. That whole hot of him being nominated.
You don't
is
really hear
kinda
much about that anymore.
No, unfortunately. And actually, he was Antonio Banderas was ahead of him in
You're
the
saying it
predictor.
wrong. Moon knows how to
Antonio
say it.
Banderas.
Oh, sorry.
And his, how you say, IS show.
And then Eddie Murphy was right after him, which is kind of weird. And Adam Sandler himself, he's got 2 daughters. They're under the age of 13, and he doesn't want them ever to see Uncut Gems. Would you wonder why?
Is there a sex scene?
There's not a sex scene, but that's close. It's not all the F-bombs, because that's what I thought you guys
I was going
would.
to say, I
He's
thought it was top
naked.
5
Yeah,
cursing.
he's topless, and he goes, that nobody needs to see me without my shirt off, especially my kids.
Man,
Which
I really
there is
want to see
something you can do about
1917.
I really want to see that Jojo Rabbit movie.
What? What is that?
It's like half cartoon, and then it's half right.
That's Roger.
Roger Rabbit.
Oh, Roger.
Jojo Rabbit is a story of it's a young.
You're good,
All right.
Jeff.
I like that.
See ya. See you next week.
It's a young German boy who finds out that his mom is hiding a Jewish girl, and his imaginary friend is Hitler.
Whoa.
Wow. I believe the director of that is the guy who directed the last episode of Mandalorian.
Watch the trailer, because I saw it. Yeah, I saw it during the Golden Globes. It was nominated for a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?" And I went and I watched the trailer, and I was like, "Oh man, this looks crazy."
I want to see that.
Yeah, look into the guy who directed it.
Yeah, the voice of the droid that protects
guy.
Baby Yoda is
This guy.
Hitler.
Yeah.
And that's the director?
Taika Waititi.
Okay. Yes, he's in a lot of stuff too.
Yeah. 1917, it's not for kids, right? They're saying it's akin to Saving Private Ryan as far as violence goes.
I don't think it's for kids.
Which, by the way, I just rewatched that last
Saving
week.
Private Ryan?
Yes.
It holds up.
It does.
Oh, no, it
man.
holds up. And
It's so good.
every time I even think about it, it's disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain scenes in that movie, aside from the first 10 minutes with them storming the beach. I mean, when Adam Goldberg's character gets stabbed,
That
Yeah,
that's the worst.
the Vin Diesel part is
the worst.
The Vin Diesel part is one of the parts that gets me every time.
Oh, man.
When Giovanni Ribisi is just holding his hand and the dude's just like, "Get the note to my
dude,
mom."
The Ribisi,
You're like, "Oh,
the
my God."
Ribisi part is difficult.
Yeah.
No
The whole
Oscar.
thing, the whole movie.
No host for the Oscars again this year, by the way. Ratings were up last year. After 4 years in a row, the ratings going down. It was shorter by a little bit, But one of the other reasons they're saying that there was a little better ratings, not just because there was no host, but 3 of the 8 Best Picture nominees were actual blockbusters. So you know how we always say, let's see if we've even seen any of these movies. 3 of the 8 were blockbusters.
Last year.
So I guess that, last year.
Yeah, that is the reason that it was up, not because of this no host crap. That's gonna fizzle out real fast after this year and another year.
And I'll tell you, in my case, I watched the Golden Globes because of Ricky Gervais.
And that's it's exactly what I was going to say. That was the hype. Even the people that don't like Ricky Gervais wanted to see if it was offensive or this or that. And I remember back in the day, I'm pretty sure the only reason my mother ever watched any of this crap was because of Billy Crystal, the few times that he was on.
Yeah, what's his medley going to be to open up the show?
Yeah, but he was so funny, and it was
like who is somebody that if you saw the name and said they're going to host the Oscars, you'd
Eddie
go,
Murphy.
I'm watching. No.
You wouldn't watch it if Eddie Murphy? You wouldn't be curious?
No.
I don't think so.
Because I'll be honest with you, I saw him when he did Saturday Night Live, and I was like, okay, I saw that. This is all I need. He should just stick to movies.
And it was good. It was funny.
It was good, and this is all I need.
But you wouldn't want to watch it for 3 hours.
Nope. I think if I saw like Will Ferrell, I'd go, I bet this will be funny.
Yeah. Ooh, see, I don't know about that either. I'm not sure that's his speed.
I never remember. Are you guys big fans of the Bad Boys movies? Yes, no?
Yes.
Number 2 is awesome.
Okay, so you know there's another one coming out, right?
Yeah.
So Will Smith was on Jimmy Fallon last night, and if there was somebody besides Will Smith and whoever the other guy is,
Martin Lawrence,
as the stars, do you think it would be slightly different?
Yes.
Yes.
It would be so white if it was the original
How
people.
white, Jeff?
You and Martin weren't the original choices for Bad Boys, right?
No, that's true. So Dana Carvey and John Lovitz. That's really true. Dana Carvey and John Lovitz originally had the script, and they were the original Bad Boys. Wow. And then John Lovitz's schedule changed, so he had to push 4 months, and Dana Carvey couldn't wait the 4 months, so then Dana fell out. So then Jerry Bruckheimer and Don Simpson had the script, and they had a green light to make the movie, and then they went, and Martin was first. They had Martin, and Martin actually picked me for Bad Boys.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Props to Martin Lawrence for that.
Wow.
Wow, man. That made it.
Cool.
That movie would have been horrible if it would have been
Or it would have been
those two.
completely different.
It would have been.
I love those two guys.
I do too.
I agree with you.
John Lovitz and Dana Carvey.
It would have been a full-blown comedy disaster.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think John Lovitz is great. I think Dana Carvey is great. I think both of them are absolutely fantastic.
Remember when
Together
John
in that
Lovitz was
movie.
here?
Bleh.
Yeah.
He doesn't, but we do.
Yeah.
There is a piece of audio in there, Riz, that is entitled, What Movie Theme Is This? Go ahead and hit that because it takes a second to ramp up.
Okay.
You know how people say you shouldn't remake good movies?
Here we go.
Okay.
No, I mean, come on. It's obviously Jurassic Park.
Yep. Unconfirmed talk to Universal is planning on remaking this particular movie.
Jaws, huh?
Yeah.
Who?
Universal Pictures.
I mean, obviously they'd have to get permission from Steven Spielberg. It's his movie.
I would think so. Maybe he would be on board. I don't have any idea.
Why would you want to mess with this?
It's exactly.
What more can you do with this?
The new digital
CGI shark?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, though. Everybody who's against this or for this is saying if you're going to do it, don't do it CGI. You have so much more technology now. Don't do it. But the CGI is the technology.
Yeah, but the whole thing is with the original movie, you don't see the shark a lot.
Yeah,
And that's what made it so terrifying.
Yeah, and that's what made number 3 so terrible.
Yeah, maybe they could add in like a weather thing, like a tornado or something, and have sharks flying everywhere.
That's a good idea. Write that down, Scott.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, supposedly do have a different director already on board, the guy from It. Andy Muschietti? You know that
Andy
guy?
Milonakis?
No,
Wow, that's what he's doing now.
45 years ago that thing came out.
How many Jaws movies are there right now?
There's 5, right?
It's 5?
4.
4.
There's the original and then 3 sequels. And it
3
says
is the one with Michael
Jaws: The
Caine.
Revenge in 1987, starring Joseph Sargent and Michael Caine, and the return of one of the guys, I can't remember his name, but it says is considered one of the worst movies ever made. In
Wait, is that the one I was talking about, number 3?
Michael Caine one.
Oh, it's garbage.
Is it
Even
really?
Michael Caine will say
You've
it's
never
garbage.
seen that?
They do say
I
that
saw
there's
the first one.
there's a scene in Jaws 3D though that has Dennis Quaid, and they say that's the worst scene in the history of film.
Really? I wouldn't let
It's
my
some
kids
3D. It's some 3D shark that crashes into like their underground submarine type boat, and then the window shatters, and they all go. oh, they make this weird face, and then the water. Oh, dude, it's awful.
I remember, and my dad is a giant movie film guy and, like, you know, somewhat of a critic, but I've actually learned to respect his criticisms, and he showed me one, and I watched one, and I thought it was incredible. Scared the crap out of me when I was a kid, and I remember getting excited to watch 3, and my dad said, don't watch it. I watched it. It was terrible.
Dad, you were right.
And I know, and I did the same thing with my kids. I wouldn't let them watch 3. I was like, do not waste 2 hours of your life. Don't do it.
Don't do it, kids.
It's bad.
Growing up, talking about it as a kid, did you guys do the McDonald's Monopoly game a lot?
Oh, my goodness, yeah, that was so fun.
You guys ever know anybody who won?
No.
Aside from free fries or, you know, you get a free
Like
drink.
not the $1 million or any of that kind of
but
stuff.
remember, everybody was hunting for Boardwalk.
Yeah, that was so
Right, if you got
fun.
Boardwalk. When I worked at McDonald's back in 95, 1995, I mean, they were still running the Monopoly. People were stealing, like, sleeves of
fries.
cups.
Yeah.
And the fry boxes.
So you're going all out to try to win. If you were going all out to try to win between 95 and 01, it was completely a waste of your time because it was rigged. McDonald's did not know anything about it. The people who produced the pieces, one of the guys that worked there was taking the winning pieces and selling them to his friends. And then he would split the profits with them.
No way.
Yeah, and
I thought the mob was involved in some way.
I wouldn't doubt it. There's a docuseries called McMillions. It's coming out on February 3rd. The trailer's in there, and one of the people who was in on this, like one of the people who bought and then split with this guy, split the money with this guy, calls him a mobster. So I don't know if that was just a term or what.
Unbelievable.
So what is this documentary on?
It's on HBO.
Wow.
McMillions.
All right, it's called McMillions.
People everywhere are winning big, playing the Monopoly game at McDonald's. Barbara Gray won a Sea-Doo jet boat. Mary Wallingsford won a $2,000 Citibank shopping spree. Kyle McKinnon won a Sega Saturn with a Daytona
Sega
USA
Saturn.
game. Jerry Colombo won a Dodge Viper. And there are 2 $1 million prizes left. With millions of prizes left, you could be next. So take a break and get a break at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Have you had your break today?
I'm telling you, they got so much of my money in college because there was a McDonald's right down the street, and one of my buddies was obsessed with it. So we would go to McDonald's all the time, and, you know, we had the system. We knew you got 2 on a fillet of fish. We know you got 2 on a fry, and you got 2 on a drink. So that's what we would get.
Well, it was the guy who was in charge of security for the company that made the game pieces was stealing them, giving to other people to cash in, and, of course, they would give it back.
It's if you got the Boardwalk, right? Was Boardwalk an automatic million?
No.
Or you had Boardwalk and Park Place.
I think it was Boardwalk and Park Place, and I think Boardwalk was relatively available. I think it was Park Place that was tougher to get. I know it was one of the two, but yeah, everybody got the one, and nobody got the other one, and clearly it's because this guy stole them.
Well, by the time they got done with the investigation, over 50 people were involved in the scam. And again, McDonald's didn't know. McDonald's was paying out to people. They just didn't realize who they were paying out. So the trailer's on the blog if you want to check it out.
Somebody says, First Sergeant Slaughter and now the Monopoly game at McDonald's. You have ruined my childhood.
Is anything real?
Ken Jennings won day 3 of Jeopardy, the greatest of all time, by 33,908 points. So that's his second win. He's 1 win away. If you want to listen to the final question, if anybody here can try to figure out what's going on here, go ahead. But
these 2 foreign-born directors have each won 2 Best Director Oscars, but none of their films has won Best Picture. We'll come to James first. Who is the ghost, greatest host of syndicated TV? Thank you. Now we go down to Brad Rutter. He wrote down
Ken S.L. Ombre.
Now over to Ken. Who are Ang Lee and Gonzalez Inarritu? No. The correct response is Ang Lee and Alfonso Cuarón. Doesn't really matter, does it? You have just won your second match.
I love when he gets a foreign name to pronounce. Alfonso.
Ang Lee. Brad Rutter's doing so bad, they've actually hired him there to sweep up afterwards. I did finally, Tony, get an answer for you. Mark Paul Gosselaar will be involved with Saved by the Bell.
No kidding.
He will be on camera. It's going to be 2-3 episodes. He's also serving as the producer. No word on Tiffany Thiessen yet. They're talking, but nothing is final.
I'm uninterested.
What about Tiffany Amber Thiessen?
She is in.
They need her. And she's still acting. Why wouldn't she do this?
Is she acting?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She had a cooking show.
She had a cooking show.
She's in 2 or 3 shows. My kids watched something on Disney Plus where she's the mom in a Disney film, or not film, series.
Nielsen released their final sales numbers for music in 2019. Not a whole lot of surprises here, just a couple of things here. I don't know if you've ever heard of Post Malone, but his last record, Hollywood Bleeding, sold over 3 million copies, top-selling album of the year. That's the one that has Ozzy Osbourne that you like so much.
This one.
That one. Also, the Billie Eilish album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, was second, sold 2.5 million. Music consumption rose another 11.4% in 2019 because it includes streaming, of course. And what was what genre dominated streaming?
I mean, obviously polka.
Hip hop.
RB hip hop. Yep.
Hip hop anonymous.
Music sales dropped by another 18.7%. That's basically the same as last year. On the bright side, for the 14th consecutive year, what sales went up?
Digital.
Vinyl album sales.
No, nice.
New high of 18.9 million in 2019. No official word on Eddie Van Halen's health. You know how we've seen pictures, we've heard, hey, he's fine, we've heard, hey, he's not. David Lee Roth, doing his residency, said, quote, he's not doing well, and singing and dancing is a perishable skill. If you have the capacity, it's something that has to be used routinely. Oh, look, something bright and shiny. He's doing his Vegas residency. I hate doing this, and if you don't want to do it, don't.
I saw a video. David Lee Roth looks great.
Oh yeah, he does. How old would you say he is? Like 70 or 60,
65?
late 60s, something like
he's
that.
65.
I hate doing this, and if you don't want to, don't. But this is audio of him on stage, and it's just not there.
Now play it.
It's just not there anymore for him.
Okay. Audience recording, you know, I'm sure you got to be there. The room sounds a certain way. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, never go on that stuff.
Rage Against the Machine guitarist Tom Morello has actually had to defend his band's decision to do Coachella. Believe it or not. They're headlining, of course. And one fan wrote, Rage, just FYI, Coachella tickets started around $500 and skyrocket from there. There will be no revolution at this festival. This festival is for people that can afford it.
You can't win, man.
Somebody else said, way to play to your values. I mean, I'm for you guys reuniting, but please don't try to make it out to be some sort of cause. It's not. It's for people to take
the
pictures.
cause is for them to get money. That's the cause.
Another person said, Zach, previously burning mansions from Dallas to Malibu. Check my resume. Resume, your residence is residue. Zach, now you're headlining Coachella.
You know what? They're making money. They're a band. They're a business. Come on. Then don't buy a ticket.
They've played Coachella twice,
They're trying to live, too. Who was it that just came out?
Cut your hair off and you're making a whole bunch of money now doing music like you want to? Screw you.
I swear there was somebody that came out like a 70s or 80s like superstar, and they said that they just wouldn't put music out these days because back then you had to worry about the newspaper, not the newspapers, the music critics and the Rolling Stones and that kind of crap, and you had to deal with them. And now every single person is one of them on Twitter. And they're like, it's just not worth it. You can't win. And it makes it no fun. It makes it less fun.
Green Day is looking for a backyard celebration to release their new record, Father of All Mother Effers, and a video posted on Instagram. Billy Joel Armstrong just says he just wants a place with a big old yard and maybe a farm, something like that. And Green Day is going to come there and play for you and all of your friends for free as long as you live in California.
Okay.
Looks like our new record's coming out in like a month or something. So does anybody have like a relatively big backyard that we can do like a backyard party somewhere?
I do.
We can come play at your house or your garage, your backyard, or a barn, or is there a church or church parking lot? You know, I was conceived in a church parking lot.
Okay, well, it's California.
Right. Yeah, and right at the end he goes, oh, by the way, it has to be in California.
Well, listen, they'll be down at Enterprise Center playing during the All-Star.
That is true.
The All-Star game.
Go get your fix then.
All right, in theaters this weekend, 1917. Movie looks great. It's a war movie. 1917 captures the trench warfare of World War I with what they're saying is raw, startling immediacy. Critics, 89%. Audience, 95%. Just Mercy. I don't know what this is, but critics, 82%. Audience, 99%.
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx.
Oh, Jamie Foxx. Okay, yeah.
And there's a movie called Underwater.
That's Kristen Stewart.
Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to see this thing.
And T.J. Miller, right?
Is TJ Miller in this?
I think so.
Critics 49%, audience 66%.
Krabby birthdays, all celebrities celebrating a birthday this weekend. Brent Smith from Shinedown is 42. Pat Benatar, 67. Rod Stewart is 75. Mary J. Blige is 49. Speaking of Rage Against the Machine, the singer Zach, he is 50. Heather Mills McCartney is 52. Rob Zombie, 55. Oliver Platt is 60. Howard Stern, 66. Rush Limbaugh is 69. And today's Burton birthday of the day. The man was successful in his profession and in the bedroom. After having 5 sons and 7 daughters, we know he's good at making kids. Naming them, not so much. All 5 of his sons
are George.
Named George. But he's also successful outside of his profession as well. He's made a ton of money from his indoor kitchen grill. He was the heavyweight boxing champion of the world. He's taken a lot of punches to the face. George Foreman is
73.
80. 77.
71 years young.
Aren't most of his daughters named George too?
No.
I thought that was the rumor.
I think there's one named Georgina, but that's a kind of a rumor. All 5 of his sons are named George because he said, quote, at least now they can't say they don't have anything in common. That's why he died. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Roxetta. Today's birthday girl's been twisted up more than a pretzel at Pretzel Stop in 132 fine films, including Too Fast for Ass. Brandon Irons is out of control. Crazy in the head, crazy in the bed. Doing it in the name of science. Here's my wife, make her toes curl. And who can forget her unforgettable role in... It's almost my 18th birthday. Roxetta is 38 years old. That is your porno birthday, your Krabby birthday, and that is your crap on celebrities.
Can't do that
We'll get
anymore.
to your emails after the break. It is 7:12 on this Friday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
I had sex with a man for a double cheeseburger.
Coming at you.
Your point. Traffic update. That being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. As of right now, there is still that accident blocking one lane southbound 170 right at Ladue. Also, there is an accident westbound 44 right at Big Bend, and the left lane is blocked eastbound 44 at Lewis. Your point forecast today, rain and thunderstorms today and tonight, around 60 for the high, around 40 for the low. This weekend, tomorrow, more rain and a possibility of some snow in the afternoon, around 40 for the high and the mid-20s for the low. And on Sunday, a mix of clouds and sun and around 40 for the high, right at about 30 for the low. Right now, it is 58 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Somebody said to make sure you bring a fire extinguisher with you in the bathroom.
Hey, I'm going to start it.
Turn 98, he won the lottery, and he died the next day. It's a black fly in your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon, 2 minutes too late. And isn't it ironic?
Don't you think?
It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride, and you've already paid. It's a good advice that you just can't take. But who would have thought it figures? Mr. Play It Safe.
New vehicle, Bommarito Automotive Group. That's a place that you need to go because they've got all the brands there, and they've got tons of locations. We're talking 20 in the area. They are in your neighborhood, up north, they're down south, they're out west. And what I really, truly love about Bommarito is the fact that they are so passionate about getting every St. Louis home at least one vehicle that is a Bommarito vehicle in the driveway, that they're doing what it takes to make these deals get done. And all you have to do is go to Bommarito.com. Check out their website. They've got 12,000 vehicles there. One of the most visited website when it comes to automotive sales in the country. There's tons there, whether it be new or certified pre-owned, commercial. If you want it, and you need it, Bommarito Automotive Group, they have that vehicle for you. Again, dealerships located in every neighborhood, Hazelwood, South County, West County, St. Peters, and all the big brands are there. Audi, Infiniti, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, Toyota, Nissan. We can go on and on and on here. Schedule a test drive, set up an appointment, or go check out any of the 20 locations. Also, 16 service centers, so they know your car better than absolutely anyone. They offer that 10-year, 200,000-mile nationwide warranty. The best back cars in America come from Bommarito. Nobody has more. Nobody sells more. It's Missouri's #1 automotive group, Bommarito Automotive Group, where price sells cars.
What a dumb idea this was. All right, right, so it's a rainy Monday afternoon, and we're at Pointer's Pizza in Richmond Heights, and we're about to do the Pointosaurus Challenge. Just walking in and seeing
I thought it was actually the tabletop.
We're idiots.
It's bigger than idiots. I thought it was actually
so dumb.
Top table.
Get over there.
Oh my
God.
I mean, it looks great.
It looks fantastic, but Jesus.
So it's 1 hour, right?
1 hour.
So Jeff and myself are.
There's no.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Jeff and myself versus Moon and Patrico. May the best team win.
That's right. Loose.
All right.
Piece number 1, I'm already a mess. Just to let you know. I'm stuck. Moon is 7 pieces in and has already decided that he's tapping out.
No, I'm not. First of all, I didn't say anything remotely close
What did
to
you
that.
say to me? You just looked at me with a dead serious face and goes, it's hitting me.
I said it's hitting.
It's hitting me.
That doesn't mean anything.
That was the first big sign.
While the camera was over here talking to her, I got this. Hey. And I look up and he goes, I'm not doing that.
Oh, what?
Really?
I bet that's sexy as hell right now.
First hurt.
About ready to draw the curtain for certain on Burton because he's hurt.
I started out with such confidence, and here we are, 25 minutes in, and reality is starting to kick in.
For a little guy, I thought that was all right.
These are the pieces that are destroying me. When you pick up a piece and you go, I'm gonna eat this one. Bye. Do you want it? Do you want it?
Look how dainty you are.
All right. I'm fine.
I've done this, and this, and this, and this here. All right, Team Ramrod's tapping out.
There I go! That's it!
You're tapping out? We want to tapping out?
Hey,
We won the show
I
challenge.
get an official judge just to make sure that we won so I can quit this.
Oh yeah, dude, they dusted you.
Oh, say that in the camera! You don't say it in the camera!
Dude, listen, I have 8 pieces left.
Oh, I know they won, but they didn't dust.
Yeah, we give you trouble.
How dare wait! I worked a half hour on this.
I'm gonna give it the old college try, and I'm gonna continue.
Oh, Patrico's going.
Patrico's going. No.
Performance in St. Charles. So after nearly 40 years of outfitting the best dressed vehicles in the St. Louis and St. Charles area, you could trust that your baby, your prized investment, is in great hands at Pure Performance. First off, the place is huge. 25,000 square feet, biggest showroom in the area. You'll find anything and everything you might need to enhance your vehicle. Pure Performance has a huge assortment of leveling kits and lift kits for your Jeep, your SUV, trucks for any make and model. And don't let any road stop your adventure. Leveling kits to fit any budget starting at $399, plus go from any road to off-road in no time flat. No matter the make or model, Pure Performance has the right lift kit for your vehicle, like the BDS suspension lift kit with a lifetime warranty. They care about your ride just as much as you do. It's Pure Performance in St. Charles, just north of the Cave Springs exit off of 70. Their website, pureperformance.com. That's PURperformance.com. If you're building a car, truck, boat, or motorcycle, Pure Performance has the fittings to equip any vehicle.
The Rizzuto Show.
And now, a heartfelt message from Tony Patrico. And that was a heartfelt message from Tony Patrico.
Is this not the best?
What is it?
This is not the best. You don't think this is the best?
This is the best. So the song is called Skibbity, and apparently it's huge. Not here, but overseas. And there's a dance to go along with it. The group is called Little Big. And if we could put the video up on our socials.
Now, the video is great. This song is not the best.
Oh, come on.
This song is incredibly annoying.
Excellent.
This is What Does the Fox Say? That's what this is.
Exactly.
Well, you know who showed me this? My kids. They showed me this, and yeah, the dance to go along with it. And if you watch the video, it's got over 30 million hits.
340 million.
Oh, I'm sorry. Left the zero off.
Wow.
But something like that, which is huge overseas, never made it here. But it's the dance and the whole video to go along with that is terrific. The group is called Little Big. Maybe listen, maybe we didn't know about it. Maybe it is big around here, and we're just not in the know. But
that's the first I heard it.
Skibbity.
Skibbity.
Skibbity. Skibbity from Little Big. All right, I'm going to play some audio. You tell me what's happening here. Let me see here. Listen to this. What's going on in this video here?
Oh, no!
Oh, no! Yes, I have no idea, but the end sounds like somebody getting hit with a board right between the legs.
Oh, no!
That's a good guess.
That's a British cricket player getting nailed in the junk by a pitch.
Oh, by the ball?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's like a solid hunk of rubber.
Yeah, and the clip has gone viral because of his painful scream.
Mm-hmm.
And listen to the announcer. The announcer says it's the third time he got hit in the game.
Oh, no!
And by the way, that's not us laughing. That's somebody in the booth laughing.
That's an out, right? I mean, that's
I
one of the
have no
points.
idea what the rules are.
Oh, no!
That, unfortunately, is the third time this evening.
Oh, no.
He might not get up from this.
He's not in good shape.
Yeah, when your partner's looking quite concerned.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's in a bit of strife.
I couldn't tell you what the
time.
rules of cricket are.
Right in the
I know
biscuit.
something with the wickets.
Here's the funny thing is, and probably
they
not
got
to
him
this
right.
guy.
They got him right in the wickets.
Right in a biscuit. If you watch the video, well, you don't have to watch the video. If you watch this particular sport, they're protected from head to toe when they're up at the plate batting or whatever the hell it's
except
called.
for the jewels.
I guess.
Protected everywhere except for there.
Although,
where you really need it.
I mean, if you have a cup on and you get hit with a slap shot with a hockey puck, it still
what
hurts.
happened? Remember Yadier Molina?
Yeah, good point.
Remember he took a was it a foul ball?
Yeah,
Or was it a straight up pitch?
There's always a weakness in the armor.
Oh, man. I think it might have been
No.
a foul ball.
Yeah, one off the ground.
Off the ground up into the
underneath.
into the berries and what?
Yeah.
Hematoma? Is that what it was? Like shattered a
I think
testicle
that's what
or
he
something?
calls it. Yeah.
Hema-awa. Yeah, I've never actually had the rules of cricket explained to me, but I've watched it a bunch when you're over there because it's on everywhere. And from my understanding, just viewing it for a little bit, and these games can go on for days. It's like, imagine hot box. You know, you got a line, and there's two runners, and you got to switch back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And each time you switch back and forth, it's a run or point score, whatever it is. And there's a batter with the big fat bat. And the wickets are two like sticks that are on top of three other sticks that are balancing.
So if you hit the sticks, that's an out?
The bowler is the pitcher, and he's winging this ball with spin and everything and bouncing it. And the batter's job is to guard the wickets.
Protect the wickets, yeah.
But I think if it hits the batter, you're out as well. So you're also protecting yourself.
What if it hits your junk?
I think you're out.
Oh. You're out of having kids.
But when they hit it, it doesn't mean anything then?
Yes, when they hit it, then they can do the hot box thing to gain points.
Where they run back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you do the hot box thing, and the fielders are A, trying to catch it out of the air, or B, get it back and hit a player or the wickets before.
Right, and you could take the bat and smash one person in the face with it.
Wow, that's a variation I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, you don't really know the
It's
rules.
coming soon.
All right, this happened last
I'm sure
fall.
I'm wrong, but that's my take.
But this video has gone viral. Two announcers are calling a high school basketball game when one of them mentions his dog was run over by a car and died, and the other announcer compares it to a play in the game. They're calling it the most inappropriate basketball call you've ever heard.
This is so savage of this.
Listen to this.
Well, and then there's one
Maybe
more.
that-
There's
yes,
one more
yes.
gone but not forgotten, and that's our sweet Daisy, or our sweet Lucy. At the age of 12, she was run over
Oh, yes.
in our driveway.
Oh! Like that? Was she run over like that?
Not only
You gotta
does
be
he
kidding
say
me.
like that, but then he says, was she run over like that?
Well, you see a player steal the ball and sink a breakaway shot. Then the clueless announcer says, like that? Was she run over like that? The game was between the East Ridge Raptors and the Prior Lakes Lakers in Minnesota. Up there. My sweet, my sweet Lucy? What was the dog's name?
What's that? What he said?
I think so. He
There's
like
two
screwed up
different
the name
names,
at
but
first.
yeah.
Well, and then there's one more.
Maybe that-
There's
yes,
one more
yes.
gone but not forgotten, and that's our sweet Daisy, or our sweet Lucy. At the age of 12, she was run over
Oh, yes.
in our driveway.
Oh! Like that? Was she run over like that?
Like that.
What was the what's the guy's name? David Cross. That guy sounds like David Cross when he's talking
It
about
almost
his,
sounds like Tom Arnold, too.
when his dog's dying.
Doesn't he say, think of Tom Arnold.
Well, and then there's one
Maybe
more.
that-
There's
yes,
one more
yes.
gone but not forgotten, and that's our sweet Daisy, or our sweet Lucy.
I could hear David Cross,
Yeah,
too.
I hear David Cross.
I hear David Cross.
Craig Gass, too.
All right, here's one more for you. A dog got loose in the middle of a bike race in Belgium a couple Sundays ago. And the dog chased some riders, around.
Makes him faster.
One cyclist had to stop to avoid hitting the dog on the track. The dog was eventually escorted off the course, and nobody was hurt. No, the dog wasn't hurt either, but...
Going for it right now. In third place, somebody's dog, shepherd mix of some sort. Ellie Iserbit, he wants a piece of that. He wants a piece of the champ. He wants a piece of the champ. He's not going to get it. Does not want to let Ertz around. Actually wants a piece of Michael Van Torn out. He stops him right in his tracks.
Oh, they should do that now for every race.
Absolutely.
Made it exciting, at least.
Just put a dog out there?
Put a dog out there.
Who's going to say no to that idea?
Let's get to some of your emails. Rizzo at 1057thepoint.com.
I have a question for Moon, since he's the soccer player of the group. I just finished a game where our actual ref and somebody on the other team were, and he's also a ref at the venue, okay?
Okay.
They were both wearing referee jerseys during the game. As the first half went on, it became very confusing. So at the half, we asked the actual ref if he or the other guy could just, change shirts for us. The ref chatted with the other guy, but in the second half, the guy was still wearing the same referee shirt.
This is silly.
He was wearing the same shirt as the referee playing a game?
Yeah.
Does he work at Foot Locker?
I made another attempt to ask for a change. I got nothing, and he played the rest of the game in the referee's jersey. My thought is because, number one, he was a ref himself, and number two, this is the weird thing, he was a different race than the actual ref, so he felt he did not need to change his shirt.
Yeah, but the first thing you see is the uniform.
Yeah, we don't see color on the field, except for on the shirts.
Except for on the shirt. You change your
Which
shirt.
is the same as the refs.
You don't ask the ref to change the shirt.
Yeah, no.
He says, in the end, we won, and at that point, I didn't see the point in chatting up at the ref, but should I call the venue?
No, don't call the venue.
No, this is rec, I'm assuming, of some sort. I was just in some sort of playoff game. I was just filling in, and there was a teammate, on the other team that had a color that was real close to our color. And you raise it once with the ref and say, "Hey man, can you ask this guy to put on a different color?"
Yeah.
And he asked him, and the guy refused, and you
move on.
You go out and sweep the leg.
It does suck. It does suck. But you're just like, oh, you know what? At the end of this hour, I'm not going to remember this game anyway.
I think this was a rec league. The guy's name who wrote it was Daryl Duran.
I don't
Thank you
understand
for
that
getting the
reference.
reference. Thank you. I
don't
was
understand
hoping
that reference.
He's an Amherst player.
Coach for damn near every indoor soccer team in St. Louis ever.
Next.
I heard you guys talking about Moon's Jumanji punishment and how long you've gone without cutting your hair or your beard. I haven't cut my hair in 5.5 years, not even a trim, and it's
What bet
red.
did you lose?
Did he say, and it's red? Yeah. Is this Scott emailing in?
No, he says he looks like King Scott. He says it's about 32 inches now.
Wow.
Is that King Scott that wrote that in?
No.
Did you write that?
Did you write that email?
Because he sent a handful of pictures, too. He's got a pretty
ducking
massive
down.
mustache, too.
5 years, huh?
Yeah.
Without trimming his face or his...
No, just the hair.
Just
but
the
he's
hair?
got a really, really massive, kind of King Scott mustache.
Not losing a bet? Is he a virgin, too?
One of the pictures he had it in braids, too.
The hair thing is one thing. I could have gone with the hair a little bit longer. I didn't choose to because it's not my best look. And my hair's getting thinner, so I can't...
okay.
Yeah, that is very King Scott-ish.
That's very King Scott. That could be your brother.
But if you notice, his mustache is very well groomed.
Yeah,
and
very well groomed.
and that is where this punishment really stuck it to me, guys.
It's the facial hair.
Great nips.
It was it wasn't the beard necessarily. It was the neck hair and the mustache. I mean, it was covering my
jumpers.
bottom lip. And every sandwich I ate, I was chewing hair because it would accidentally hook the corner.
Every time we kissed, it was awkward.
I know that sounds funny, but kissing was not as fun.
Yeah, I know.
My mustache would get in my
Seem
eyes.
to be having a good time with me.
My mustache would get in my eyes when I was sleeping sometimes.
In your eyes?
Yeah, I mean it went to my eyeball.
It was long.
Yeah, it was well hidden because I would brush it underneath.
Yeah.
But it was wait till you see the little collage, the video collage that we're doing of all the photos, and wait till you see that last photo.
It's ridiculous.
I can't wait.
Next.
You were talking, Riz, about how you have no problem falling asleep because you take melatonin.
Yeah.
But then you have trouble
the staying asleep.
Staying asleep. This person emailed saying it is the melatonin. I had to quit taking it because it makes me have super vivid dreams where I feel like I'm not even sleeping. Take a test run, stopping the melatonin for a while. It'll be harder to get to sleep for a couple weeks, but you'll sleep better.
I don't do the melatonin on the weekends. Maybe I'll stop taking it. Maybe it's bad. I don't know.
I know a few people that have great experiences with it. Me personally, it gives me this very strange. I know this is going to sound dumb. It's the only way I can explain it. It's like a flavor in my brain. That sounds so stupid.
So dumb.
But there's like it's not a cloud. It's not bad, but there's just like this taste in my body that is not right when I do wake up.
It's fine for me. It's just a staying asleep thing. That's the issue. Okay, well, maybe I'll stop taking it. Maybe next week I'll stop taking it. We'll see what happens. Next.
Do you do the liquid or the gummies, or what are you doing?
It's a spray. I do spray and suppository.
Okay. Don't get the two mixed up.
No wonder.
That is very interesting, though. Like, that is very interesting because if that does, because then it's going to screw you up regardless. Because if you stop taking it because it's not making you sleep well, then you're going to be super, super, paranoid that you're not going to be able to fall asleep because you're not taking it.
I'm going to try to relax, maybe do some breathing exercises.
We all know that ain't going to happen.
If you're in routine of not taking it during the
I'm
weekends,
a good meditator.
and you're able to sleep okay.
Let's see. Try out next week. Next.
Team Riz member here seeking advice from the master himself. So, Moon.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We ordered our new mattress and base from Mattress Direct.
Oh, nice.
It is getting delivered on Saturday. I feel like I need to tip the guys since they're going to be hauling that giant thing up the stairs and taking the old one out. I was thinking about giving them a bottle of water, a snack, and a QT gift card.
Wait, whoa.
Cash.
Is that okay,
No,
or should I
it's not
stick
okay.
to cash?
Stick to cash.
Stay creepy, Jeff. I will.
Chances are they have a vehicle with a combustible engine, so the gas card is cash.
Yeah, but if I got a QT gift card, I don't have a QT near me.
If somebody gave me a
but you
QT gift
drive
card,
by
I'd
a
be
handful
stoked.
of
I would be more stoked with cash.
I think it's funny that it's a bottle of water, a snack, and a QT gift card where you can go get a bottle of water and a
How
snack.
about you just don't get the QT gift cards and just give the cash equivalent? This way they could buy whatever they want. Maybe they don't want gas. Maybe they want lunch.
Maybe they hate QT.
Maybe.
I don't know why you would.
Maybe the guy you're giving the QT gas card is banned from QT. You don't know.
Maybe the giver though has the QT cards and
Already
is gifting them. Yes.
Just give cash.
If you are the mattress employee that is taking it the bed away and somebody gives you that QT gift card, are you pissed?
No, I'm stoked.
I mean, I'm
happy for anything.
I'm happy for anything.
Yeah.
But she's asking the question. I'm telling you, give cash.
Yeah, nobody's going to go, oh, cash?
How much, man?
I go 20.
20 in cash or a $40 gift card, right?
If it's a gift card I got from somebody else.
So is that 20 to split between the two of them or 20
It depends on if there's a crew.
That's what I'm saying. You got to figure out.
There's a
probably
formula.
two.
You could look that up, actually, because you give it to the crew chief, who then spreads it amongst the rest of the fellas.
You do the car washes? Like full service car wash?
Do you tip?
Yeah, I do. You're supposed to get
hell
it cheap.
yeah.
So I'm asking you how much you tip.
The one where you get out of the car?
Well, yeah. You're out for 20 minutes. They're
To the people that towel off the car, I give, it depends on what car wash I'm at, but I'm flipping $5.
Okay.
There's a really, really new badass car wash in Eureka. I know it's a chain. It's called Tiger Car Wash. And they actually have a clear plastic box on a stand at the entrance to the car wash. And they don't dry your cars for you, I don't believe. But they spray it down on the way in, so you drop them down.
They have that at the place on, is it Manchester, across the street from where the Gold's Gym used to be? Or maybe the Gold's Gym is there now. There's a Home Depot across the street in Baldwin. Anyway, yeah, the plastic box.
Yeah, and their freaking car washes are I'm sorry, the vacuums are free.
Yeah. The one.
But you do it.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
I do the waterway thing.
Yeah, where you get out of the car, they drive your car through, they wash it, they do
and they'll spin the towel to tell you your car's ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
and they do the interior and everything. I give them $10.
$10.
The interior?
Okay,
Oh my God! Yeah, do they armor all? They do the tires to make them look shiny? Hell yeah, that's $10 without question.
It depends if I go for like
paying a lot
the
of money.
full wheel deal with the armor all and stuff. I don't all the time go for that if I don't have a lot of time. If I do the basic,
if I'm going there, I'm getting the top one.
I go all out.
Yeah,
I have gift cards for that as well. But I go for it.
Next.
Quick question for y'all. I've heard Jeff talk about manscaped.com a few times on the podcast. It's a groomer for down there is what it is. My husband doesn't regularly groom himself, down there. And honestly, I think if I never said anything, it wouldn't even cross his mind. When bringing it up this evening, he said, and I quote, "What, babe? I'm an 80s man." He was born in 93. He can't even grow a full beard. How do I get him to want to groom down there?
How about you just be honest and go, I would like you to.
Yeah, just say, hey, I have a preference, and if you care,
I would like you to do this.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Go ahead, sorry.
So you don't have to beat around the bush.
Hey, there doesn't have to be one. That's the thing. And she asked if manscaped.com is good. I've used it, and it's really amazing. It really is.
Just tell them. This is what I prefer. If you could.
It's actually helped my 5K times being no wind resistance down there.
Yeah, gift it to him and say, hey, this isn't just a gift. This is like kind of a request. I'm kind of asking, like, can we talk about this?
And here's the other thing that I always talk about in the spots is, guess what? Most of your significant others are doing it for you. You like it? Maybe do it for them, too. You know what I mean?
If you like to, they're married?
Yes.
You're married. Have open and honest conversations.
That's the other thing. I mean, if you like this guy enough to be down there, then maybe you should say something about it. Yeah.
Next.
Good morning, gentlemen. I heard y'all talking about your sleep issues. I have similar problems, and I would like some advice. I'm up by 3:30 a.m. every morning, work at 5 a.m., work 10 to 12 hours a day. I'm also a new father. New to my career, soon-to-be husband.
Okay.
I only get 4 to 6 hours of sleep each night. I do not have the financial means for a sleep study. I would like to know how you guys cope with your lack of sleep.
Just try to survive, man.
Roll through it till Friday afternoon, man.
If you can, catch time in the afternoon and take a nap.
Yep. Yeah, nap schedule.
Naps are huge.
Prioritize yourself, man. That's a big thing. I personally, I rely on Mentality Health a bunch, but like we were talking about yesterday, there was a TED Talk or something that somebody showed us a video. Like sleep is literally your superpower. It was cellularly and everything. I mean, down to the science. It is the most important thing.
I agree. Anytime
Try to catch a nap.
Yeah, as an adult, embrace the nap. Embrace it.
And
even
then
if it's 15, 20 minutes.
Then use your Fridays when you get home earlier than everybody else to try to catch up and be good for the weekend.
Well, don't forget, he just said he's a brand new father, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's going to be really tough right now, but that will change as well.
We've all gone through it.
Yeah, you will make it.
I had, been doing the morning show for, 10 years, over 10 years, had the 2 kids within those 10 years, so I'm with you, brother.
Be careful with dependencies. With the sleeping pills or any of that kind of stuff, don't just be super careful, because this is the time where people will start relying on those things, and then in a year from now, you're in real trouble. By the way, Kelly says with your melatonin thing, you're only supposed to be taking melatonin for a couple months at a time anyway. You're not. Not supposed to be.
Oh no, I'm addicted.
No, not addiction, but I'm sure it's not great for you.
Well, I'm going to stop next week. Yeah, I'm going to stop. Yeah.
You can cold turkey cigarettes.
Yeah, I'm going to stop.
You can cold turkey cigarettes, but you can't cold turkey melatonin.
I haven't tried to cold turkey melatonin. I don't have a problem. You have a problem. You have the problem.
Why are you twitching and winking?
Next.
Morning, gentlemen. Wanted to thank you for your engaging dialogue around Girl Scouts and the Girl Scout cookies. I especially would like to thank Riz for not only being a Girl Scout dad, like myself, I have 3 of them, but also understanding the importance these cookies have on the Girl Scout troops. The money goes to paying for their uniforms, troop trips, badges, camps, and in many cases, charitable organizations of the troops' choice. An organization as a whole, we donate many cookies to our armed forces here and abroad. Thank you again for spending some time talking about our cookies. On behalf of the Girl Scouts of Eastern Missouri, thank you, Riz. I will bring you a cookie rally patch because you, sir, have deserved one.
Thank you.
And that's
I
just
can't say no to the Girl Scouts when they come to the house. Even if I'm going to donate the cookies. I think I said that yesterday. You could donate the cookies.
That's from the Community Engagement Manager from the Girl Scouts of Eastern Missouri.
Well, somebody sent us a mic drop about the Girl Scouts and the cookies and stuff.
Morning, guys. Just to touch base on the Girl Scout cookies. It's great for them to get no's and yeses because that's what life is all about. So if the neighbor doesn't want to buy Girl Scout cookies, the girls can then switch up their spiel to say, what about $5 donation for our troops? Because there is an option on the cookie order form sheet for them to donate to the troops. So some people do not want to buy cookies. That's great. Here's another option. You can donate money to our troops. And who doesn't want to donate money to the troops?
Right. There you go. Thank you for the mic drop. Yeah, if I don't need more cookies, I'll donate. Yeah, here, $5. Take my money. What do you want? How much you want?
Right.
I start peeling off.
Hundreds.
What do you want? What do you want? $10 going to do it?
3
for you to
numbers
go
on
away?
it, 1 number on it, 2 numbers on it.
$20 to go away? Okay.
I mean, for the troops. I mean,
for the troops. All right, here's another mic drop.
Hey guys, Michelle here. Real quick, with Jeff's little video chatting with King Scott's virginity, at the very end, he's trying to tell us that for more information, we can go to his website, jerfinoff@gmail.com. Can someone please tell Jeff that that is actually an email address and not a website? Thanks.
So she's gone there.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, well,
I love the video so much.
I didn't want to do a take 2. Sorry.
Yeah. One more, Jeff.
All right. I was going to take my 2 daughters to their first ever hockey game tonight as a surprise for my youngest.
I know this email. This is wrong.
She is 6, or it was her 6th
Listen
birthday.
to this email, Moon.
Found tickets on Craigslist and texted this guy and decided to go ahead and just do it. Taking your girls to the first hockey game is worth it. They spent $180. Then, as soon as I paid and he said he sent the tickets, he blocked my number. Ooh. I had a friend send this person a text and asked if those tickets were still available. Sure enough, he was trying to sell her the same tickets
he got
I
scammed.
already bought. He just used a different name this time. I'm beyond pissed. I've even told him about the birthday. He stole my hard-earned money, but more importantly, he robbed us of a uniquely memorable birthday night.
I mean, that's, I hate to say it, Craigslist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, StubHub at least guarantees the tickets.
Yeah. In hindsight, she says, I wish I had been more vigilant. Last-minute decision, got excited. Is there anything I can do? I really don't think so.
I mean, it sometimes takes getting burned like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
SeatGeek, StubHub, all of them.
Well,
There's
StubHub,
so
don't
many
they
options.
partner with the teams?
I think if you go to the NHL now, I think it might be StubHub.
I think it's StubHub.
Where you just transfer it digitally.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so ballsy because she now has his number. I mean, it could have been a burner phone,
even
I guess.
his number.
Yeah,
who knows?
I will
That's
say,
a good point.
we're sitting here warning her like we know better. I did do it in London. I don't know what the site was, but it looked fairly legit. But man, picking up the tickets in some weird. Now, granted, I didn't have cell service, so I had to go to like a coffee house, and then I had to buy a muffin, and then ask for some code. And I'm on Wi-Fi, and I'm telling this guy where I am, and he's saying that he's down at this train station, and it was weird,
shady.
It was weird and shady and sketchy. And then I get the tickets, and he's answering. He's got like 4 cell phones in his pockets that he keeps popping out and answering and going somewhere else. Running to some other corner.
Well, I mean, you got a ticket broker.
Yeah, I guess so.
You got a pro.
It felt very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all the makings of a scam,
that
wasn't
sucks,
it? But, yeah.
I mean, it's buyer beware on Craigslist.
It's a $180 lesson.
It's not like you're the first person to get scammed either. It sucks.
Yeah.
$180. And you want to take your little girl to a game. And it was a good game, too, last night.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Use the StubHubs, Right, they got guarantees on there where if you are ripped off, at least you get your money back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pay a little bit more, but you got the safety of the guarantee.
All right, 2020 is the year for clear vision. You don't want to spend another year frustrated with your glasses, your contacts, your readers, your bifocals. And right now is the time to reach out to Brenton Vision. 314-375-2020 or head up BrentonVision.com. New years often lead to new goals. So maybe you're focused on health and fitness or growing professionally, or even now want to spend more time with the family. That stuff is always better with clear, crisp vision. So that's why you need to contact Brenton Vision, the only place in Missouri to find all 7 FDA-approved forms of vision correction. They got the modern LASIK, but more than that, they have a permanent contact lens procedure, the SMILE procedure, even treatments for people with bad reading vision. Now, the first step is to schedule your Brenton Vision ocular analysis. $120 if you have poor vision. It's the best $120 you're going to spend. They do up to 9 different tests on your eyes, giving you the most comprehensive eye exam you've ever had. So unlike the other guys, you have the opportunity to meet with your surgeon, go over the path to visual freedom. It's time to focus on making 2020 a great year, an epic year. Brenton Vision can help you fit clear vision into your budget. 314-375-2020, 314-375-2020, or hit up BrentonVision.com. All right, folks, after the break, we got your Friday fail stories and some real good ones for you, too. Oh. And I'm going to end on one that's
super
magnifique.
happy.
747, Friday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
I'm a maniac and stupid, fat, and ugly.
And coming at you.
The Your Point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Left-hand shoulder blocked due to an accident. Southbound 55 right at Butler Hill. Left lane is blocked due to an accident. Westbound 64 right at Market. Also left lane blocked due to an accident. Westbound 44 right before Big Ben. Your Point forecast today, rain and thunderstorms today and tonight, around 60 for the high. Also around 40 for the low. This weekend, tomorrow, more rain and a possibility of some snow in the afternoon, around 40 for the high, mid-20s for the low. Sunday, mix of clouds and sun, around 40 for the high, right at about 30 for the low. Right now, it's 58 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
This is honestly the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
And welcome to Riz's Meat Secrets Reveal, St. Louis's #1 meat secret revealing show ever. And today's secret, how to prepare a delicious Sugar Fire Smokehouse meal in your own home in just 5 easy steps. Step 1, go to your nearest Schnucks location. Step 2, locate the SugarFire products in the prepared foods area and purchase a modest amount. Once you're home, you're ready for the next step. Step 3, place SugarFire meal into the oven or the microwave. Step 3, remove from packaging and then place the SugarFire meal into the microwave or the oven. Step 4, wait. Step 5, eat. Congratulations, you now know how to make delicious SugarFire smoked meats from the comfort of your own home. Delicious. Visit a Schnucks location near you to get your hands on this tasty meat.
Somebody said to make sure you bring a fire extinguisher with you in the bathroom.
Hey, I'm going to start it.
Turned 98, he won the lottery, and he died the next day. It's a black fly in your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon, 2 minutes too late. And isn't it ironic?
Don't you think?
It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride, and you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just can't take. But who would have thought it figures? Mr. Play It Safe was afraid to fly. He packed his suitcase and kissed his kids goodbye. He waited his whole damn life to take that flight. And as the plane crashed down, thought, well, isn't this nice? And isn't it ironic? Everybody.
Don't you think?
It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just can't take. But who would have thought it figured? There you go, Riz. Life is a funny way, sneaking up on you when you think everything's okay and everything's going right. And life is a funny way of helping you out when you think everything's gone wrong and everything blows up in your face. Bang, bang, bang. It's a traffic jam when you're already late. No smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's like meeting the man of just dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. But isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
Ninjabling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show. I talked before about maybe you done screwed up as far as your Christmas gifting goes. But all is not lost. You know, Valentine's Day is around the corner. Maybe your significant other, your partner, was expecting an engagement ring and you got her an Instapot.
Which is not a bad gift.
I love my Instapot.
Which is not a bad gift.
But
however,
make good come Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and do something special. And you don't need, you don't even need Valentine's Day. It could be just a regular day of the week and make it very, very unique. But make sure you present her with a ring that she's going to fall in love with. You don't want to go ahead and start the very beginning of your brand new life with your soon-to-be wife with a hunk of crap jewelry that you went to a store, you walked into a street-level store, some guy behind a counter pointed to something in a glass case, and you said, sure. You want something that she's truly going to love, and that's what John Royce and the staff over there at Moritz Royce knows how to do. You give them an idea. Tell them a little bit about the person you're buying jewelry for. Let them run with it from there, and you will get a truly unique, a truly exclusive piece of jewelry coming out of Moritz Royce Jewelry.
One thing you shouldn't do is buy your diamond off the internet. That is an exceptionally terrible idea. Go to John Royce. He's got these relationships with the diamond people, with the setting people. Get you a great deal, and everything's on the up and up. The ethical jeweler, Moritz Royce Jewelry, ninjabling.com. Get the phone number, get the address, make an appointment, and see what we're talking about. Moritz Royce Jewelry, where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
Hey there, this is comedian Nikki Glazer, St. Louis native, and you're listening to my favorite show, The Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Riz.
Hey, what's up? It's Patrico and my dad, John Patrico, and we are here to teach you how to listen to 105.7 The Point using the Alexa skill. It's really actually quite easy. So easy, in fact, that I'm going to have my dad do it.
Hey, Echo.
No. That's
no.
yours is the Echo.
Oh.
This is Alexa, so you got to say.
She doesn't like me.
Just say it. We even wrote it down for you. Just look
Okay.
at that and say it and make it do it.
Okay, say download.
No, do the second thing, not the first thing.
Alexa, open 105.7 The Point.
All right, folks, time for your Friday fails. Yeah, first time in 2020. And all these people thought they had the perfect plan, but somewhere along the line, that perfect plan went sideways, and it became an Uber, an ultra, dare I say it, mega.
Fail.
Yeah, that's great.
You sounded great, boss.
Well done. Well done. Friday Fail Stories, sponsored by
Moritz Royce Jewelry online at ninjabling.com.
I know you meant it, Jeff. You just Moon got it in.
Yeah, he's
Moon
always
got it in
jumping
early.
on me like that.
What?
All right, so at the 2020 Singapore Motor Show this week, Subaru rolled out a brand new concept car. I know, Jeff, you're on the market maybe for Subaru.
Yeah. Hopefully by the end of the month.
Oh.
I'm very, very excited about it. Yeah.
Now, this is just a concept car. Pretty cool looking, too. It's the Forester Ultimate Customized Kit Special Edition.
Big Van Halen fans, are they?
So apparently nobody realized that's an acronym that spells out, well, I'll say it again. Forester Ultimate Customized Kit Special. F-U-C.
Oh, okay. All right. Failed.
That car totally rocks.
So far, no comment from Subaru, but I'm not thinking they meant to do that.
Probably.
I think most Subaru fans would be like, that's cool, man.
That was awesome, man.
Whatever.
So if you're going to pose as an undercover agent, at least try to remember which agency you're pretending to be from. Okay, there's a 45-year-old woman named Lisa O'Donnell. She's from South Bend, Indiana. Last week, she went into a gas station wearing an FBI hat. She claimed to be a federal agent and demanded to see their security camera footage. Now, the employees are like, wait a minute. No, we're not going to let you do that. So she wound up driving off in her super sweet Dodge Charger with no plates while the staff called the cops. So cops pull Lisa over. She tells them she needed that gas station footage because there's been counterfeit bills passed there. And when they asked her who she was with, she said the CIA, even though she was wearing an FBI hat. So the cops looked into it. Neither the FBI nor the CIA ever heard of her. Turns out the Dodge Charger she was in was stolen. She'd gone for a test drive and just never brought it back.
What?
FBI even stood for female body inspector on her.
I thought it was female booby inspector.
Either one, you know. There's different departments.
So she was arrested for felony impersonation of a public servant, which could get her 2.5 years in prison.
Failed.
And I don't know why she wanted that gas station footage. I'm assuming maybe she was the one that passed the bills. But
Probably.
we'll never know. So two guys from Mississippi, Otis Latham and Russell Sparks, they didn't let losing a set of lottery numbers stop them from trying to claim the $100,000 jackpot. So these two dummies were arrested last week for gluing the winning numbers onto the losing lottery ticket.
Oh, my God.
They're saying it wasn't even close to looking legit. So now they're facing multiple charges. In a perfectly symmetrical world, their bail would be set at $50,000 apiece, but it's not.
Failed.
Idiots. Apparently, this is the new hot excuse to try to get out of a DUI. But spoiler alert, it's not going to work. Two people randomly both tried the same excuse when they were busted for driving drunk on New Year's. And that excuse, telling the cops you weren't impaired because you're a, quote, professional drinker.
Yep, that doesn't work out well.
So a 54-year-old guy from Gulfport, Florida, tried that excuse that he was a professional drinker when he blew a .218 on a breathalyzer. Oh, and a woman in Omaha also told the cops she was a professional drinker when she blew a .256. Jeez. The excuse did not work for either of them. Both arrested. Also, maybe they're soulmates.
Jeez.
Failed.
Happy to hear they're still alive.
.256. Damn. So there's a 63-year-old guy named Jose Romero. Back on December 13th, 1979, he escaped from prison in South Carolina, where he was on a work crew. He was 11 years into an 18-year sentence for armed robbery. Well, for the past 40 years, he's managed to avoid getting caught. But all that blew up on December 28th when he was walking around Dover, Delaware, hammered, and the cops stopped him. And he had an ID that said Arnaldo Figueroa, but his fingerprints showed that he was actually Jose Romero. And it turns out he'd been hiding in Delaware all this time without ever getting caught.
Wow, that's impressive.
He's now in prison there, and he'll be extradited back to South Carolina soon to face charges for escape. 40 years. 40 years run, you get drunk one night.
That's the evils of drink.
That's it. That's it. The devil juice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
God, I love the people that say, I'm a much better driver when I'm drunk.
I'm a professional.
Listen, man, I pay attention more when I'm drunk, so therefore I'm a better driver. I'm more aware. I'm like, I literally just saw you at that house drink from the ketchup bottle. Like, you're not okay to drive.
You think he's on Waynesboro and was like,
I'm in Delaware.
I'm in Delaware. And he's like, wait a second, no one will look for me there.
Yeah, the last place they'll look, Delaware, because nobody would come there voluntarily. Do they not even have an airport? I believe Delaware is a state where they don't really have an airport to come in and out of.
I don't know.
Like, there's a neighboring state that's close enough that would count as their airport.
Delaware Airport.
The only reason I remember being there ever is because every time I'm there, I stop and say,
I'm in Delaware.
I'm in Delaware.
List of airports in Delaware.
I don't remember doing anything else.
If you scroll down, it says where do you fly into, and it says there are no major airports in Delaware. There are no direct flights to Delaware.
Yeah, you have to fly
Philadelphia
somewhere
Airport
else.
is 30 minutes from Wilmington, Delaware.
Scott, did we
There
ever
is
play
Wilmington
there?
Airport.
But I don't think a big plane could land there.
Yeah, they all look very, very small. Yeah, okay. Yeah, very small.
Now you know. Now you know.
I just realized I don't think I played there. 'Cause the only state that I hadn't played before that was West Virginia. But I think I might have to add Delaware.
Huh?
'Cause I don't remember playing there.
So we've heard of plenty of people trying to beat drug tests by passing off somebody else's pee as their own. Yeah. This is a new one. This woman went in a different direction. 30-year-old Julie Miller, she's from RJ, Kentucky, had a meeting with her probation officer and needed to take a drug test. But one of the officers was suspicious that she was trying to pass off somebody else's pee as her own, and they confronted her. Well, in her defense, she wasn't trying to pass off another person's pee as her own. She admitted she brought in pee from her dog.
Oh.
She did it because she knew she'd failed the test after using meth. So arrested, charged with tampering with physical evidence.
Failed.
Did it come up that that's not human urine?
You know what? Your urine sample came back clean, but I really am concerned about the amount of lamb and rice that you've been eating.
Yeah. High levels of rawhide.
Hey, collecting dog urine. Think about that for a second.
So a 19-year-old guy from New Mexico, name is Markel Barnes, robbed a Pizza Hut a couple months ago, and on his way out, he ran face first into a door that he didn't know was locked. And he ended up leaving through a different exit, but apparently his face hit the door pretty hard because the cops saw the surveillance footage and realized they might be able to pull his DNA off the door he ran into. So they swabbed the door, sent it out to a lab, and I guess he'd been arrested before because the results matched the DNA sample they already had in their system. So the robbery happened back in June, but they just arrested him last week. They were also able to link him to another armed robbery that happened the same day. So now he's facing charges for attempted armed robbery, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, being a dummy.
Failed.
All with a broken nose.
It's just like if you don't follow us on Twitter, you should. This morning, we actually retweeted a video of a guy stealing a bunch of stuff, running full speed. I mean, NFL sprint speed. This guy is real fast. And he ran through what he thought was the door, but it was the window, and he knocked him out.
Oh, no.
Took the whole glass panel with him and just laying on a sidewalk.
Wow. Oh, no. All right, three more for you.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Sometimes there's a fat stack of cash that's best left not photographed and shared. Am I right?
Oh, no.
But come on, I have a Facebook page. What else?
Yeah,
am I
of course.
looking for content. So there's a 29-year-old guy named Orlando Henderson. He's from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's an employee at a Wells Fargo bank. Apparently, last year, he gradually stole money out of the bank vault. And over time, he'd stolen 88 grand. Which meant he finally had enough cash to make huge stacks, guys, and he could pose with with it for his Facebook and Instagram pages.
Stacks on stacks.
That's the caption right there, right?
So that eventually led the U.S. Attorney's Office to him, and now he's been charged with with 19 counts of theft, embezzlement, misapplication, 12 counts of making false entries, and money laundering, and he's looking at 40 years in prison.
Failed.
But you see here, he's got. I got the picture. He's got a fat stack.
That is stacks on stacks.
That looks
yeah.
totally dope. Here's the
Totally
video of this
dope.
guy running out of here.
Running out of is that a mall? Oh my God! Right into the glass.
Dude,
He may be out
full
before he
speed.
hits the ground.
Yeah, he's waking up today. This happened 3 weeks ago.
You go to work. Is it on Twitter?
Yeah, I just
Go to our Twitter page.
retweeted it this morning.
At RIZZ Show. So it kind of defeats the purpose to spray air freshener in your car, then light a cigarette.
I mean,
What day's the funeral? I got to take off.
I can't wait for where this goes.
So a guy in England was stuck in traffic a couple Saturdays ago. He decided to spray an excessive amount of air freshener in his car with the windows up.
he was on his way to the university that he's a professor at, correct?
What? I don't know what you're thinking happens.
So he never made it to the Mensa meeting?
So right after he finished spraying, he lit a cigarette. And since he didn't let the car ventilate first,
Get out of here. It's like a movie. It's like a Mr. Bean scene.
Was he live on Facebook?
dude,
Is that how
it
you
caused a massive explosion that blew out all the windows, including his front and back windshields.
Oh, man.
It also broke the windows of some nearby businesses.
What?
And it took the doors and trunk off his car.
So he was, did you say he was live on Facebook, right?
In the photos, I mean, he totaled the car. And
Failed.
luckily, the guy lived. He somehow walked away with only minor injuries.
Yeah, but his ego
no
is
eyebrows.
dead on the highway.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness. What in the world? I bet he smells awesome.
There's no glass left in that vehicle.
No. The explosion was enough to blow the windows out of businesses nearby.
Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine watching a car explode and then the guy is stepping out and smelling like a pine tree?
I'm imagining,
I know.
I'm imagining him walking out smoldering, holding a can of Axe body spray and a cigarette in the other hand.
Yeah, no, he gets out of the car. That's when this happens and you survive and you're able to get out of the car, you get out of the car and you go like this. You get out and you go, whoa! Oh!
You know what it looks like? It's the smoldering, he's smoldering, all his cuffs are shredded, and he's got black all over his face where the cigarette was.
And his hair is like, it looks like Krusty the Clown or whatever.
This is a Mr. Bean scene that you just like, that could never happen. But it does.
And finally, where's Kirksville, Missouri? Is that
north? I think.
Is that
Kirksville.
north?
Is that where Truman State is?
Not Kirkwood, Kirksville.
Yeah, I think it's a bit north.
That's
Truman State. Yes, Truman
Nothing but
State.
fields out there.
Okay, there's a 57-year-old guy named Barry Pointer. He's from Kirksville. He's a communications professor at Truman State and one of the 3 elders for the local Church of Christ. And the church has posted homophobic messages on Facebook in the past. So I'll give you one guess what this guy was busted for.
Let's see. I'm going to say, what's the church really, really against again?
The church has posted homophobic messages on their Facebook.
So, yeah, I think that's our answer.
So apparently Barry, the elder at the church, would go on Grindr, meet young men, some of whom were students at his college, and offer to give them things for sexual favors, including gas money and Arby's gift cards.
Oh,
man. Now he's just doing this for research. This is just hate. This is just hate research, right?
Who's got the meats, huh?
Oh boy.
No? Come on! He was busted after a student at Truman State tipped off the cops, and they set up a sting earlier this month. And when Barry showed up to trade gift cards for sex, he tried to run, arrested on one charge of patronizing prostitution, looking at up to 6 months in prison or a $1,000 fine. The university says he's been suspended also. His name is no longer listed on the Kirksville Church of Christ website.
Yeah, I wonder if they preach forgiveness as well.
Wow, great point. Man, that's a great point.
An Arby's gift card, huh?
So he's not on their website anymore, but he is on Grindr.
So I hear you like, yeah, he's curly fries, the 69.
Roller dog.
Well, there's your answer why that name was taken there, Jeff.
That's why I'm that and then 2.0.
Yeah, short and curly fries, 69.
Short and curly
Short and curly fries.
All right.
We got sports in your headline. Who's next? 8:11. It's Friday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Do all of us a favor and go have a heart attack, you little rat-faced bitch.
I don't like that. Coming at you.
Your point, traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Left lane blocked due to an accident westbound 270 at H. Also, left lane blocked due to an accident southbound 55 at Z. Left lane also blocked northbound 55 at Z. Your point forecast today, rain and thunderstorms today and tonight, around 60 for the high, around 40 for the low. This weekend, tomorrow, rain, some snow possible in the afternoon, 40 for the high, 20 for the low. And on Sunday, it's dry, but about 40 for the high and 30 for the low. Right now, 59 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, so we need to discuss strategy, right, on this. First of all, what's strategy?
So we're trying to figure out laps. I think we're doing 1 and 3 for him and 2 and 4 for me, because the competitive nature in me is going to kick in if I'm behind, and I have to set pace to somebody that's ahead of me. Now, this guy was talking about doing sprints for the straightaways and then jogging for the sides. I think that's bad.
I thought that would have been like the best bet, but he says it's bad. He says,
Sprints will kill you. Sprints will kill me.
So, I mean, do you want to do like 2 laps in a row?
I think 2 laps in a row and get it over with, because,
well, do we both have to do 2 laps in a row? Like, if we do 2 laps in a row, they have to do 2 laps? Whoever, because I don't see Patrico doing 2 laps in a row. Yeah, so let's do 1 lap, and we'll switch on and off.
I'm out. I quit. I hate this. I'm always on a team with a defeatist attitude.
Defeatist attitude. Shut up!
You're really nervous about this, but you shouldn't.
You better run really fast.
Go Team Us.
Weekend is probably the ideal weekend for you to see, hey, my tires probably aren't the best. I mean, you're driving around and you're going to be slipping, you're going to be sliding. There's rain on the ground now. There's going to be some snow tomorrow. You got to make sure you have good tires. Now, you made a bunch of resolutions. You really, truly did. You sat there and said, in 2020, I am going to make $1 million. How about you say this? This year, I will finally get new tires. It's a light bulb moment that you can have. And right now, all the way through January 31st, R&R Tire Express is offering 50% off your first payment in-store and at rnrmidwest.com. All you have to do is use the code FIRST50 because their team wants you to have that fresh start, to include 4 new brand name tires. So here's what you got to do. Go to any of the 3 locations locally, right there at Page 170, also in Fairview Heights and in Alton, or go to their website. Start the year strong. Call R&R Tire Express, 1-833-ROLL now, or visit rnrmidwest.com. And again, 50% off your first payment on the new tires you need. Make sure you use the promo code FIRST50, that's FIRST50, online at rnrmidwest.com.
So next on the docket is Jeff Burton's sexy calendar from the competition, well, 2 competitions ago. Remember, it was the sexy calendar shoot. calendar is complete, and you could buy it for the first time Friday at the Hot Shots, Manchester. $10. Jeff will be down there. He'll sign it if you like.
Yes, he will.
And for the first time, we're going to see it right now.
My God. Oh, my God.
These things have been in boxes for about a week now, sealed up.
Yep.
We haven't seen these before. Oh, I can't wait.
The best description I can... Are we doing this now or we're doing our
No,
new
we're
picks
going
now?
to see them now.
Okay. The best description I can tell you is each month, if you just think about it, each month of a calendar has a certain theme or a holiday or something, and that's what we went with each one. So, like, February would have some sort of Valentine theme. March would have a St. Patrick's theme, that sort of thing.
And by the way, if you can't make it out on Friday, there will be another opportunity for you to grab a calendar. We'll give you those details as soon as they become... solvable. Let's see the cover.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Here is the cover of Jeff Burton's Real or Fake Punishment Calendar. Looking good.
Nice.
Nice little cover. All right, Jeff Burton's Real or Fake Punishment. There it is.
Yeah.
What is
The logo.
What's
Cartoon?
the first month that you're going to pop up? Is it gonna go April.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, God. Are we streaming this on Twitch?
We are.
All right. Here we go. Here is April. Oh, my God. It's an Easter theme. And Jeff's in bunny ears and a skirt.
He is topless.
Oh, my
Skirt,
goodness.
and he's watering flowers.
You look like
At least he still has his watch on.
You look like a disaster.
Is that an S&M mask?
It's not labeled as such, but it can be
It's like
used.
an S&M mask with bunny ears.
Yeah, that's actually from Patricia's.
All right.
His watch is
He's
sexy.
having so
That's
much
April.
fun.
It's got the
Wow, dude.
It's got the Easter theme. Okay, next.
Wow.
Here's May.
Goodness gracious.
What is May's theme?
It's all out.
My birthday, so it's gender reveal, basically.
Okay, and
sweet.
Jeff has a robe on, which is open, and his junk is pixelated.
And that is my actual robe. And look at that bullet wound right
Look
there.
at that from when you had your colostomy bag. It's just
gosh.
See,
There
pretty
it
much
is.
all of Jeff there.
Sexy.
There is no,
Yeah, there
no
is.
Photoshop in there.
Is it cold in the room because your nips are pronounced?
It wasn't cold. It was hot. Am I right?
So you got a
Ben?
wig?
Yeah.
You got a wig on?
I hate May.
And God bless you, Video Ben is the one that took these pictures.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fine
he,
job to see a lot
I'll be in
of
therapy
me.
for a bit.
Fine job, sir. How was he as a subject?
You know, he was really willing for about anything.
Did he enjoy it?
Yeah, I think the only weird thing was it was a stipulation that he kept his socks on the entire time.
That is very true.
That's Jeff.
All right.
Okay, that's May. Let's go with June.
I did not realize the stoma was that pronounced on the.
Is that what they call that, a stoma?
Yeah. Good Lord.
Here comes June.
Oh,
that's John. You're kicking it with the ladies.
yeah, that's
Jeff
a postcard.
I don't like what are those? That's underwear, isn't it? That's not swim
Are
trunks.
those tidy whities?
Oh no,
But
those
they're-
are tidy blueies.
I was gonna say, are those tidy navies?
No. They're like mid thigh, but I had them pulled up. So
So
they don't
it looks like you're in tidy whities and you got flip flops on.
flip flops were not
flippers.
on. Those were socks, and he photoshopped those in because again, I would not take my socks off.
Oh, you photoshopped the flippers in?
Isn't that great? Don't they look
I
fantastic?
have to give credit to Video Joe as well, or Digital Joe.
Oh, Webdo Joe.
Webdo Joe.
He did good, man.
He did a real good job.
I
on
like
that.
the fact that you have the floaty on.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
All right, so next would be
Yeah,
July.
that looks like fun.
Oh, you're in my robe.
Ew, your tongue is out. Oh,
That was they told me to do the tongue.
And he's got a he's got a tiny hat on.
Yeah. I mean, this is screaming America, but it's also screaming, please, somebody get this away from me.
And it looks like he's licking one of those bomb pops. Like the red, white, and
That's
blue
your
bomb
robe,
pops.
and I had nothing on underneath it. Just so you know.
Really? Oh my God! I put that on Thursday.
Hey, hey, Ben, I'm gonna need the unedited photo of that.
No.
Can
for
you
some Photoshop purposes, please?
No.
Can you imagine?
I've seen your skills. No.
That sparkler's edited in too.
Your New Year's goals: lose some weight. You got a vacation coming up. You want to fit into that swimsuit. You want to look good on the beach. You're all self-confident. Listen, if you start this weekend, let's say you start this weekend, you go to supplement superstores, you talk to an employee, all certified sports nutrition specialists, all certified personal trainers, you could be down a good amount of weight by the time that spring break vacation hits. First step, go to supplement superstores. What I did last year, lost a good 25 pounds. So they're going to talk to you about diet and exercise, yes, the two pillars when it comes to weight loss, but also tell you about the 1DB Overdrive and the 1DB Goddess Fast Packs. Bloating, a thing of the past. optimize your thyroid function, crush your cravings, giving all-day focused energy boost. There's a new element called the OptiGreens 50, which is about your gut health, which gut health plays a big role with the weight loss and the natural energy levels and the overall health. It's all about the microbiomes in the gut. Determining how efficiently you digest and use the nutrients you eat, in the food you eat. Either store them as fat or use them for energy. Listen, they'll explain everything to you. 1 DB Overdrive, 1 DB Goddess Fast Packs. Mention the Riz Show, get 25% off at Supplement Superstores, online at supplementsuperstores.com. I can't believe we're here again, huh? Brandy, can you believe you're in the studio again?
Yeah, I love it. Good morning,
Ready
St.
to
Louis.
do this? And we have another wheel in here. So Jeff's going to spin the wheel, and whatever the wheel lands on, it's going to be either a tattoo or a piercing.
Correct.
And the piercing could either be... Hey, we got David Tell coming in just a little bit. He's at Helium Comedy Club this week, and I believe all the shows are sold out.
Yeah, on
As
the
we
website.
told you. They call David Tell the comics comic. I have no idea what that means. What does that mean? I wonder what that means to him. I'm going to ask him. They call you the comics comic. What the hell is that?
Is that like the other comics really like other comics would go to see him?
If that relates to band at all, being a band's band is the real cool thing to do until it's harder to make a living.
But yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a comics comic, so nobody else likes you with the comics?
Well, no, it's not that nobody else likes you. It's that you seem to typically go over the heads of the general
Right, but you have to be
crowd.
in the know.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not
You have to
about
be a
being
comic.
cooler than.
You have to be a true comic to really appreciate the
so
comedy.
he's funnier than you think because you're not a comic. You're not getting it because you're not a comic.
That's in my head.
A comics comic gets respect from his peers.
Right. Like
That's it.
one of my favorite bands ever is a band called Dredge. They put out a bunch of records.
Dredge.
Yeah, we did some tours with them, and it was one of those things where they would come out there and they'd play the side stage, and you'd see 5,000 people go, huh, that was kind of cool. But every single band on the tour was on the side watching
Well,
every
it's good
note.
they have that website now, Dredge Report. So...
No, I don't think they're doing that.
No, that's not them?
No, I love that band, but that was a band's band.
Also, Donnie Fandango's going to be here later on, the real or fake results.
Neat, guys.
All right, so I'm going to ask you this question. Let's see if you get this right. One U.S. city set a new record for total losses in the Big Four sports leagues. The NFL, the NBA, the NHL, and Major League Baseball. So what U.S. city set a new record for total losses across the Big Four sports leagues in 2019?
And did this just happen recently?
2019.
Let's see. I mean, not like it didn't say like. You know what?
I'm not gonna answer the question because I know the answer.
Okay.
But I will tell you this: this would have been one of my 3 guesses.
What I would have guessed would have been wrong.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Just the calendar year.
2019.
I think Jeff's guess is better than mine.
I'm basing mine off of my little bit of knowledge because of hockey. I just saw last night that the Detroit Red Wings have already lost 30 games this year.
So you say Detroit?
I'm going to say Detroit because I don't think they were good in baseball. I have no clue in the other 2 sports.
I know the Lions did okay.
Are they in the
but
play?
not-
They're not in the playoffs.
No. They did okay considering they were supposed to be like bottom 3.
See, my first guess would be Cleveland.
That's what I said.
Not Cleveland.
They don't have a hockey team, do they?
No.
No. No.
Is this one that has football, baseball, soccer, and hockey?
We're just looking at the Big Four. We're looking at the NFL, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball.
NBA. What are the Pistons up to? Anything?
Well,
are they still a team?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
What are they up to?
Yeah, no, there's the Pistons. So this city, not far from Cleveland, the city with the losingest year ever, Detroit.
Good job, dude.
Look at you, Jeff. Look at you.
Kind of a gross.
Isn't it nice being a St. Louis fan?
Ooh, Detroit is 11 games under 500.
Detroit saw 226 losses in 2019. The Lions, Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers combined to go 114, 226, and 1 in the calendar year.
The Red Wings, like how far out of first place they are is actually kind of laughable.
The previous record for most losses in one city was New York, which had a 219 back in 1962. And for the cities with 2 franchises in the sport, this writer for the Detroit paper up there, who put together the numbers, only included one, but he cherry-picked the worst of them. For example, if he would have included the Cubs and the White Sox, Chicago saw more than 226 losses in 2013. But
you know, and you think that city's had such a rough go this past couple decades with everything that I wonder. I mean, you would just assume that that's one of those cities that if they're doing poorly, their ticket sales are poor as well.
Well, so if you want the breakdown, the Tigers lost 114 games, the Lions lost 12 games, and the Pistons and Red Wings combined to lose 100 games. Yikes.
The Red Wings, their goal differential is -72.
Wow.
So things are going well.
Going real well over there.
No,
So I guess Chris Osgood is not having a good year, right?
They're 11-30-3.
I think he lost that spot to Mike Vernon.
no place to go but up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everything's looking Detroit, huh? We'll get them this year, huh?
At least it's not
Motor City?
it's not a violent city, at least.
Isn't Detroit the city where everything's on fire all the time?
It's a bummer.
I've never been.
Me either.
With
Never
Detroit?
been. Yeah.
I was a kid when I went. I was like 12.
Why were you there?
A wedding.
Ran away.
They're the Patricos are in St. Louis and Detroit. Those are
No
like the
kidding.
two. Yeah.
I went up to visit the
guys
Detroit
really-
Patricos, huh?
Yeah. Somebody got married.
It's the Detroit wing of the Patrico family.
Yeah. Somebody got married, and then when we were leaving, we were all getting back on the shuttle to go back to whose house we were staying at, and we couldn't find somebody. And we found out that Johnny was dancing on the head table of the wedding next door, right in front of the bride and groom.
Okay.
And he was being asked to leave.
That's Detroit Johnny.
On the head
No,
table?
he's St. Louis Johnny. Oh yeah,
my
like
goodness.
gyrating
In
in
sexy
front
manner?
of the bride and the groom, with the bride looking up, going like, "Oh my God."
That's their wedding gift.
Johnny Patrico, as in...
Not my dad.
Oh, okay.
Remember, they're all named Tony or John.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, John, or Tony. Yeah, that's
All right,
everybody.
here's sports.
Don't screw this up, fatty.
Sports brought to you by our friends at West County Auto Body, the best auto body repair facility in the country. Alexander Steen, Robert Thomas, Tyler Bozak, all had 3 points on the Blues' way to a 5-1 win against the Sabres last night at Enterprise Center. Alexander Steen had 2 goals and assists. The other 2 had a goal and 2 assists. The other goal from the Blues came from David Perron. And don't forget, today is the last day that you can vote for Perron as the last man in. You could vote up to 10 times, and that goes until 11 p.m. tonight.
So Steen scored twice yesterday?
Yeah, it's his first and second goal of the
That's what I'd
year.
say. How many goals does he have this year?
That's it.
Unbelievable, right? I've been all over
I know he's
that
been
guy.
hurt.
Yeah.
I know he's been hurt, but how did that fly under the radar? Like Steen has no goals.
Because everybody around him has been scoring, so people are like, meh.
Because the team is so good that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was all over him the last couple of years about not being productive. But after what he did last year, dude, you do what you need to do. And maybe he's got a ton of assists. I don't know.
What's his plus minus?
I'll look all that up, sir.
Look it up, Jeff.
All right.
Up next
What's
for
his
the
name?
It's Alexander Steen.
S-T-E-N.
Next up for the Blues, a game tomorrow night against the Rangers. Puck drop is scheduled for 7 p.m. Moon, I don't know. Did you see the big hockey news yesterday? Did you see anything or no?
I don't think so.
Something happened last night. 15th time it's ever happened in the league. The 12th player to ever do something. What was it? Again, it's only happened 15 times.
How old is
and
the
only
league?
12
Because
players
this
have only done
12
it.
times.
It
Or
happened
15
here?
times by 12 players. It blows my mind.
The triple deke after the flying V?
Did not happen here. Here's what happened last
Push on that puck, back of the net. Crawford will go to the bench again. Rene will try it. Rene going deep for the empty net. It is bouncing.
Goalie scored.
Oh my God! He has scored a goal.
We got a goalie goal, everybody.
That's cool. That's only happened 15 times?
15 times.
1917.
15 times, 12 players. So he's the first, that's Pekka Rinne, by the way, and he's the first goalie to do so since Mike Smith did it back in October of 2013. Although just 12 goalies have done it, it's happened 15 times. Brodeur has done it 3 times, and Ron
Whoa.
Hextall has done it twice.
That's a super cool stat for Brodeur. That is awesome.
And it was neat that happened last night at the last part of the Blues game last night when they had pulled their goalie. They were mentioning on the TV, hey, maybe Bennington's got a shot at this.
Well, I'm assuming it's a low number because typically if you're in that scenario with an empty net and you're the goalie that's still in and you get a hold of the puck, you are smothering.
Yeah.
You are holding on
And
to
also,
it.
you miss. It could be icing, and then it puts your team in peril because they bring the face-off back
Yeah,
down.
that's what I'm saying.
You're winging. I mean, you're winging the puck down the ice.
Is it an FU to? I know. I think I know you guys' reaction. Is it an FU to the other team for the goalie to score in an empty net when it's
Nope.
No,
No,
3-1?
you're just
I guess
throwing-
we're professionals.
You're throwing the puck, and it's what was the final score of that game?
It was
close
5-2.
It was close enough where they pulled the goalie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Usually you're in peril.
What's the best thing about it?
It was against the Blackhawks?
It was against the Blackhawks.
The cool thing was, like the team that was on the bench was yelling for him to shoot. He shot, he scored, and then they were waving him over to skate by to do the fist bumps.
Right, yeah, right.
And he said no. He goes, no, let's just go.
I should have done it.
The St. Louis Cardinals.
Come on, you Pekka.
That is throwing it in. That's throwing it in the faces of the other guys.
Well, come on, it's so rare that a goalie scores. Give him the fist.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't
the fist
dismiss
bumps.
respect.
Fist bumps.
The Cardinals made a trade yesterday. Outfielders Jose Martinez and Randy
Rosarina.
That's it. They were traded to the Tampa Bay Rays for left-handed pitching prospect Matt Liberatore.
Scott is not happy about this, by the way.
Jose Martinez was my favorite Cardinal, so it kind of bummed me out yesterday,
Same
too.
for Scott, and he was saying that other kid, even though he didn't get really too much of a shot, is incredible.
Yep,
Jose Martinez. Is that the? Oh, I'm thinking Carlos Martinez.
Yeah, you're thinking the first baseman outfielder. The first baseman outfielders who we're talking about.
Who's the one they call the tsunami?
That's Carlos. That's the one that liked a bunch of inappropriate things on Twitter and forgot that it was not private.
And he's a very good pitcher.
And he's a very good pitcher.
Yeah.
The Cardinals also sent the 38th overall pick next year. They get the 66th back in return. Cardinals and Rays have been active in talks about doing a trade for a long time. Tampa needs outfielder. Cardinals looking for pitching. Here we go.
What about that Liberace kid?
He is 20 years old, and he is considered to be the second best left-handed prospect in the minor leagues.
Oh, we've been
there it is. There's the nickname, Liberace.
Liberace is just getting
What's his real name?
His record is
Matt Liberatore or Liberator something. I don't know.
We've been looking for lefties like that for quite some time.
Yep.
So the NFL playoff action continues this weekend. Games get started on Saturday. Vikings head to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. That's at 3:30. Night game has the Ravens hosting the Titans at 7:15. Then on Sunday, we've got the Texans in Kansas City taking on the Chiefs at 2:05. And the Seahawks are in Green Bay to play the Packers at 5:40.
I know you're out of DB's down near the Soulard Market on Sunday beginning at noon.
Correct.
For some playoff football.
Yep. Oklahoma City Thunder fans, they welcomed Russell Westbrook back with cheers, gave him a standing ovation twice. He said he felt like home, which is the good side of the NBA. The bad side of the NBA, Cleveland Cavaliers head coach John Beilein. Did you see this whole story?
No.
So he had to make an apology yesterday. I mean, he didn't have to, but he made an apology yesterday because he was talking to his players earlier this week.
Oh, I saw this. Oh.
And he said his players were very tired, Moon. His players weren't moving very quick. So what he wanted to say is, you know what, guys? You've turned yourselves around and you're not playing like a bunch of slugs anymore. But that's not what he said. He said, you guys have turned yourself around and you're not playing like a bunch of thugs anymore. And people destroyed this guy. The players on the team did not care. Everyone else around the league did.
Yeah, he said he went to each individual player and apologized, and the players like, whatever.
They're like, cool. Two more really quick things. Serena Williams, Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, and a lot of other top tennis stars. They are playing a charity exhibition match on January 15th in Australia to raise money for relief efforts because of the bushfires there. And that's 5 days before the Australian Open, which is one of the Grand Slams. And finally, some college basketball news here. Mizzou Tigers host the Florida Gators tomorrow in Columbia. Tip-off at 7:30. SLU on the road against Richmond tomorrow night, and Illinois at home against Rutgers at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm Patrico, that's your sports, and boom goes the dynamite. Brought to you by Moritz Royce Jewelry online at ninjabling.com.
All right, let's go to Vero Beach, Florida. Now, you tell me if this is an overreaction.
It's an overreaction.
You don't know.
Every time,
listen, it's
Tony.
a fairly minor frustration when you want lots of dipping sauces for your McNuggets, but McDonald's only gives you one or two. So this might just be an overreaction. 19-year-old McGuire McLaughlin last week, she bought a bunch of food from the McDonald's drive-thru at 3:45 in the morning, and she asked for one dipping sauce in every flavor they had.
Okay.
Which I don't know what the flavors are. I know barbecue and ranch, and there's a honey mustard.
Honey mustard, yeah.
Are there others?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
So an employee told her that she'd have to pay 25 cents for each packet, and McGuire flipped out. She told the employees that she'd robbed the place to get her dipping sauces.
Oh, you can't forget the sweet and sour.
Oh, sweet and sour. Yeah. And she'd get her hands on that dipping sauce sampler, quote, by whatever means necessary. Employees called the cops, arrested for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. It's her. She wanted a flight of dipping sauces, right?
What are you doing tonight? I'm doing a flight.
flight of dipping
whiskey?
sauces.
Dipping sauce. Tangy barbecue, spicy buffalo, creamy ranch, honey mustard, honey, sweet and sour, and then they've got their salad dressings as well.
She wanted them all.
Give me everything.
Give me everything you got.
Including tartar.
Well, when I worked at McDonald's, when I make my McJob, second reference to this today, they'd ask for sauce. I just take a handful and just throw them in the bag.
There you go.
Then at some point, they started charging.
Some for later.
Yeah.
They started charging?
Yeah, now it's 25 cents for extra.
Oh, for extra. Okay, got it.
For extra, you get one or two. So there you go, from Vero Beach, Florida, McGuire McLaughlin, you are today's Headline Hooge. All right, folks, after the break, we got to blow out the rest of our prizes. We got tickets to go see Goldfinger tonight over at the pageant. Moon will be heading out for a load-in.
Heck yeah.
In just a little bit. We have tickets for the Impractical Jokers coming to Enterprise Center on July the 17th, and tickets to go see Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, Joan Jett, and the Blackhearts, June 25th over at Busch Stadium. Tickets officially on sale today at 10 a.m. So as we do every Friday, a little game we like to call Were You Paying Attention?
Nice.
So Jeff has been hopefully paying attention, has compiled a list of questions. So you guys call in 314-624-3833, 314-624-3833, or 618-398-3833. Jeff will ask you one question, something that happened on the show this week. You get the question right, you get your choice of tickets. Will also apply as last. Question wrong, we move on to the next call. 314-NAH-DUDE or 618-398-DUDE. We'll play Were You Paying Attention next. All right, 8:37 on this Friday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
You're the worst.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update. That being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Right now, 2 lanes are blocked due to an accident westbound 70 at the Rock Road. Right lane blocked due to an accident eastbound 44 at Six Flags. Left lane, that is blocked because of an accident westbound 270 at H. Your point forecast today, rain and thunderstorms around 60 for the high, around 40 for the low this weekend. More rain, possible snow, and around 40 for the high and mid-20s for the low tomorrow. Sunday, mix of clouds and sun, around 40 for the high, right at about 30 for the low. Right now, it is 56 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto. Oh, boy, I'm not looking forward to this.
4 shots and...
This is not good.
All right, so the pants are tight.
Hey, whoa.
He's cocking it.
Do I have to...
Chambered.
Do I have to count every time?
Yeah.
Okay, I just was making sure.
All right, ready?
Oh, God.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, 1, Jesus, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, left cheek. 1, 2. Oh, they both hurt. 3, 4, 5.
Holidays. Now, what about cleaning up that holiday mess? Now, my friends, it's time to call Zero Res. Call Zero Res and let the pros do their thing. Zero Res is the company you can trust to make your home smell fresh and clean. They'll get rid of that, that yuck, all that nasty bacteria, the germs lingering, leaving a healthier home for you and your family when they're gone. And if you have pets, you really need that Zero Res love. Why? Because Zero Res are having a holiday hangover sale. Yep, the carpet cleaning you need is on sale. This month, get 2 rooms, Zero Res clean, starting at just $99. Listen, you've waited long enough. Call Zero Res today. Get 2 rooms, Zero Resified, starting at $99. And this month, take $50 off any air duct cleaning. And don't forget about the workplace, too. How many hours do you and your coworker spend inside together each week? Hand sanitizer ain't cutting it. Benefit from a deep clean from the Zero Res Clean Team. They'll save you time and money this month with flexible appointments and 10% off any commercial, carpet, or duct cleaning. So you have to mention the Riz Show. Make sure you do that when you call 314-474-2020 or book online anytime. Get the Riz Show special at ZeroResSTLewis.com. Zero Res, spelled backward and forward, spelled the same at Zero Res.
And welcome to Riz's Meat Secrets Reveal. St. Louis's #1 meat secret revealing show ever. And today's secret, how to prepare a delicious Sugar Fire Smokehouse meal in your own home in just 5 easy steps. Step 1, go to your nearest Schnucks location. Step 2, locate the Sugar Fire products in the prepared foods area and purchase a modest amount. Once you're home, you're ready for the next step. Step 3, place Sugar Fire meal into the oven or the microwave. Step 3, remove from packaging and then place the Sugar Fire meal into the microwave or the oven. Step 4, wait. Step 5, eat. Congratulations, you now know how to make delicious Sugar Fire smoked meats from the comfort of your own home. Delicious. Visit a Schnucks location near you to get your hands on this tasty meat.
So Clavis has a guitar here. You want to regale us with a song?
Well, yeah, I'd like to, man. I want to do this little song here because the things are getting spooky. You know, it's getting close to Halloween time.
Mm-hmm.
And Patrico, you might be interested in this. I know you do the traffic reports around here. Well, there is a new threat out there, and I wrote a song about it to raise awareness.
Okay.
Oh, Lordy, Lordy, stuck on Highway 40 this morning. I wish someone would have told me, wish someone would have gave me a warning. I was stuck behind an old Cadillac when up popped a ghoul all dressed in black. You know he's gonna get you when the traffic jam hits you, Trafficula. That's right, it's the vampire that only comes out in traffic, Trafficula. But man alive, don't take the 405 in the evening. 'Cause when the cars all stop, that's when Trafficula comes to start feeding. And don't get out if you get a flat tire. You won't see him in the mirror 'cause he's a vampire. You know he's gonna get you when the traffic jam hits you, Trafficula. Well, if you're stuck in a jam, get out of there, man, he's gonna get you. Just set your foot on the gas and get out of there fast unless he bit you, and then you're doomed. Trafficula. Talking about Trafficula, the traffic vampire, Trafficula. It's a crazy concept, Trafficula, but it's true nonetheless. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
Thank you. Something to look out for when you're driving around.
Yeah, Trafficula.
It's amazing how he's looking out for us.
Just something more to worry about, huh?
Reason awareness.
First, my iPhone turning me gay, and now Trafficula. Damn.
But that's why it's always important to tune in the morning, get the the traffic reports from you guys.
Yeah.
And
is there any way to prevent yourself from being attacked by Trafficula?
The rules are still being figured out on Trafficula.
It's just too new.
Hi, I'm Riz from the radio, and I've been playing guitar for about 10 months now, and that means I'm ready to teach you how to play guitar too. Are you ready to learn some fine licks? Well, I want you to take classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music. In no time, I can get you playing like this. When you sign up for classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music, I will teach at least one class a week, 15 minutes only, and you'll get this commemorative tote bag. Achieve all your dreams.
So by going to Victory Men's Health, I now know what I am supposed to feel like, which is crazy. I've, before I even lost all this weight, I was a relatively active guy. I mean, with the exception of being 400 pounds, I never really had a whole lot of bad things come back on my health report. But I never really felt like I was all that terrible. But then I go to Victory Men's Health, and after dropping all this weight, they do some blood work. They find out what's going on inside of me, find out I have low testosterone, found out that I had some vitamin deficient issues, and all of a sudden, they put me on a plan specifically for me, and bam, I'm feeling better than I ever have before. I'm feeling like I never even thought I could feel. And that's all thanks to Victory Men's Health, and thanks to Jeff Burton, who encouraged me to go there and have them take a look at me. Now King Scott's going there, and he's going to get put on a plan that's going to make him feel good. If you are tired, don't just say it's because you don't get enough sleep. Let Victory Men's Health check you out and medically give you your answers. All you have to do is go to victorymenshealth.com and get the address to both of their locations, the OG location in O'Fallon, Illinois, and the brand new location in Town and Country. Again, it is victorymenshealth.com. It's Victory Men's Health. Be you again.
Oh, hey, just sitting here checking out all my awards. You know, there are many ways to reach us in the Point Studio. You could call us, you could social media us, I think you could even fax us. But there's a new way. It's called Mic Drop. Yes, download the Point app, click the Mic Drop feature, talk into your phone, and your message goes right to us. Look, I just got one from Jeff Burton.
Hey, Riz, great show today. I'll see you tomorrow. All right.
He's got a new season of his magic show on Netflix out.
The Magic with Humans?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Great.
Dude, you know,
it is really good.
I watched
Is
that.
Magic for Humans?
Magic for Humans.
Yeah.
I watched the first and the second season, and as an related show that popped up is Billy on the Street.
That's funny too.
I have laughed harder than I've laughed in a really long time the past 2 days watching that.
Billy Eichner?
Yeah.
And those are like quick shows too.
He just runs up to people and just yells in their face. Last night, the episode I saw was Billy Eichner was the host. There was 3 girls under the age of probably 8, and Will Ferrell doing a scream off for an American Girl doll. Dude, it was the best.
Yeah, he runs around with celebrities. It was him and Amy Poehler dressed up like Christmas carolers.
Yeah. He walked up to somebody when Rashida Jones was on the program, and he goes, "Who do you like more, Rashida Jones or Anne Hathaway?" And they go, "Anne Hathaway," and he goes, "Oh, F you," and just kept running.
That's a good show. That's a good show. All right, so we got tickets to go see Goldfinger tonight over the pageant. We have tickets to go see the Impractical Jokers July 17th over at Enterprise Center, and tickets to go see Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts June 25th over at Busch Stadium. And that is the question. If you were paying attention, this should be simple. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. That's 314-NA-DUDE or 618-398-DUDE. So were you paying attention? Jeff will ask you one question. That question having to do with something that happened on the show this week. If you get the question right, boom, your choice of tickets while supplies last. If you get the question wrong, we're just moving on. All right, Jeff, you ready?
I am.
Let's go to line number 1. And Nick. Hello, Nick.
How's it going, guys?
All right, Nick, let's see if you were paying attention.
Hey, Nick, how many airsoft shots did Riz take for losing the Pick'em Challenge?
7.
Did I take 7? Yes,
Look at
I did. Nick, what do you want?
Impractical Jokers tickets, please.
Impractical Jokers, July 17th over at Enterprise Center. Hang on one second.
You're going to have a great improv time.
Just the worst. Shooting the boss 7 times.
And once in the bag. So there's that. Line 3, it's, I'm sorry, line 2, Josh. Hello, Josh.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
All right, Josh, here we go. Your question.
Hey, Josh, one of the shots hit Riz right in the...
Bag.
Right in the bag. Yep. Just gave you that answer. That's cool. Josh, what do you want?
Motley Crue.
All right, Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, Joan Jett, the Blackhearts, June 25th over at Busch Stadium. Tickets are officially on sale today at 10 a.m. Josh is going to bring that enthusiasm.
Yeah, he is.
I
have a great time.
I hope you wake up by then.
I think Josh hung up for some reason. I don't know.
He didn't want the tickets. He just wanted the, hey, man.
I just wanted to win.
Just wanted to win.
All right, how about Neil and you and Ledoux? Neil?
Good morning, fellas.
All right, hello, Neil. Hi. Let's see what you
How's
got.
it going?
All right.
All right. Those monkeys that we talked about in Florida, they were carrying an STD. What STD were they carrying?
Herpes.
Show me herpes!
Oh, Jeff!
Say that again.
Show me herpes! Neil, what do you want?
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue, Def Leppard,
Thanks,
Poison,
guys.
Joan Jett.
Thank
Hang
you,
on one
man.
second. That's it. We're out of Motley Crue tickets. Out of Motley Crue, Def Leppard tickets. That's it. We're done. Don't even ask.
Someone was going to say, how did you win these tickets? Like, I called a radio station and I said the word herpes.
Show me herpes! Austin, hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
All right, Austin, here we go. Your Were You Paying Attention question.
What former blues player called into the show Thursday or yesterday? Either one.
Favorite goalie, Carter Hutton.
It was our buddy Carter Hutton. Nice surprise to hear from him. Austin, what do you want?
You guys are out of Motley Crue?
Yep, that's it for those.
Dang it. I'll do Practical Jokers, please.
Practical Jokers coming up July 17th over at Enterprise Center. Hang on. And let's see here. One more question?
Yeah, I got one more, sir.
Okay, how about Joseph? Hello, Joseph.
Hey, happy birthday, Mitch.
Hey, thank you, Joseph. Here we go. Your question.
What was Donnie Fandango's contribution to the show yesterday?
Weekend Rage.
Weekend Rage!
Guys, we just went 5 for 5.
Yep, that's why we're ending here. Joseph, what do you want?
Impractical Jokers.
Impractical Jokers. You are going. Hang on one second. I thought that was a terrific round of Where You Paying Attention.
That was good times.
Terrific.
Bunch of winners.
All right, let's go to break. And I believe David Tell will be in with us when we come back. It is 8:51 on this Friday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Now, I know you'd love to just sit there and keep being not slim, but we got to work a little today, okay?
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Right now, 3 lanes are blocked due to an accident. Eastbound 44 right before Big Bend. Left lane blocked due to an accident. Westbound 44 right at Big Bend. And 2 lanes are blocked due to an accident. Westbound 70 right at the Rock Road. Your point forecast today, rain and thunderstorms today and tonight. Around 60 for the high, 40 for the low. This weekend, tomorrow, more rain and a possibility of some snow in the afternoon, around 40 for the high, mid-20s for the low. Sunday, mix of clouds and sun, around 40 for the high, right at about 30 for the low. And right now, it is 59 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto. Stop laughing, Moon.
Let's get this
Stop
thing
it.
off.
I'm just looking
Are
at
you,
how
going
long
from,
it
are
is.
you going from bottom to where are you going? What are you doing?
Now he's going to shave it into the Hitler, right?
Yes.
Hey.
No.
I'm going to get rid of the flavor saver part first. Oh, man, look how long that is. That's like 5 inches by itself.
Oh, my God.
Wow, look at that. Hang on.
Just
Now-
do a nice little swipe down the bottom.
We're going all the way through this guy.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that was a squirrel. It looks like a red fox. You have a red fox scarf.
If you guys want to check this out, Beard Cam will be activated and will be on throughout the shaving of Patrico's monstrosity.
Oh, this is gonna take a
1057thepoint.com/Riz. And thank you guys again for answering the Eagle call. It's the Riz Show.
So let's say you just got engaged. Let's say during the holidays, somebody popped a question. Now you've got to start planning that wedding. So what I suggest you do is call Walter Knoll Florist. Let them be the reason that your wedding looks as beautiful as it can. Now, if you got engaged, all you have to do is go to the website that they have. It's WKFweddings.com. They do more weddings than any other St. Louis florist because they are hands down, without question, the best. Walter Knoll Florist will be able to give you a quote the first time you meet with them, and they can even create your bouquet while you are there, so you will have something in your hands. And whether it be something traditional or the latest of trends, Walter Knoll Florist can help create your dream wedding. Every wedding they create is customized to your personal style. No matter what the size or scale of your wedding, their wedding specialist will collaborate with you to create something very, very special. Again, Walter Knoll will make sure every detail of your wedding flowers are absolutely perfect. So go to their website and schedule that complimentary consultation. You can find all the information you need at WKFweddings.com.
let's get this
Stop
thing
it.
off.
I'm just looking
Are
at
you
how
going
long
from?
it
Are
is.
you going from bottom to where are you going? What are you doing?
Now he's going to shave it into the Hitler, right?
No,
Yes.
Hey.
no.
I'm gonna get rid of the flavor saver part first. Oh man, look how long that is. That's like 5 inches by itself.
Oh my God.
Wow, look at that. Hang on.
Just
Now-
do a nice little swipe down the bottom.
We're going all the way through this guy.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that was a squirrel. It looks like a red fox. You have a red fox scarf.
If you guys want to check
around
this out, Beard Cam will be activated and will be on throughout the shaving of Patrico's monstrosity.
Oh, this is gonna take a
1057thepoint.com/Riz. And thank you guys again for answering the Eagle call. It's the Riz Show.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
So right now there's just a stripe down the middle of Patrico's face, and it's uneven, which is even better.
I gotta see it. I can't
Just
even
the
see
beginning.
It.
Look at yourself in the webcam.
It's not on me right now. It's on Beard Be Gone cam.
Well, it's gonna have to come off.
Oh my God.
And we just took press photos too.
This is insane. This is insane.
It's gonna be good.
This looks ridiculous already.
It's celebrating 30 years in business in 2020. That's crazy.
Pretty amazing, yeah.
30 years. And listen, 30 years, you're around for that long for a reason. You do great things.
You do great things, and you don't do those great things and then just rest on your laurels.
No. You love Hot Shots for their pizza, their burgers, their wings. But now they're adding to the menu.
Yeah.
Some new menu items to tell you about.
You know what? I'm an appetizers guy. I'm a guy that can go into a Hot Shots and just meal on appetizers. Garlic, Parmesan cheese, bacon, Gouda, mac and cheese bites. Are you kidding me? They got that Tabasco pickle chips too. I mean, all kinds of great new menu items, not just the appetizers. They got new wing sauces as well, new burgers. It's fantastic.
How about new tacos? The tacos at Hot Shots are amazing. Jamaican jerk pork tacos, shredded pulled pork, lettuce, pico de gallo, cheddar cheese, Jamaican jerk sauce, which thank God they named it after Jeff, which is
Thank
nice.
you. Yeah, I actually had to pay them to do that. Also, if you're not into the red meat, too, they got the turkey, they got your fish. The turkey club looks fantastic, too. Honey mustard turkey club. 4 words that should always go together.
So check out the full menu at your nearest Hot Shots locations, 10 of them in the St. Louis area, or check them out on their website, hotshotsnet.com. Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill celebrating 30 years of all the games, all the time. So Clavis has a guitar here. You want to regale us with a song?
Well, yeah, I'd like to, man. I want to do this little song here because the things are getting spooky. You know, it's getting close to Halloween time.
Mm-hmm.
And Patrico, you might be interested in this. I know you do the traffic reports around here. Well, there is a new threat out there, and I wrote a song about it to raise awareness.
Okay.
Oh, Lordy, Lordy, stuck on Highway 40 this morning. I wish someone would have told me, wish someone would have gave me a warning. I was stuck behind an old Cadillac when up popped a ghoul all dressed in black. You know he's gonna get you when the traffic jam hits you, Trafficula. That's right, it's the vampire that only comes out in traffic, Trafficula. But man alive, don't take the 405 in the evening. 'Cause when the cars all stop, that's when Trafficula comes to start feeding. And don't get out if you get a flat tire. You won't see him in the mirror 'cause he's a vampire. You know he's gonna get you when the traffic jam hits you, Trafficula. Well, if you're stuck in a jam, get out of there, man, he's gonna get you. Just set your foot on the gas and get out of there fast unless he bit you, and then you're doomed. Trafficula. Talking about Trafficula, the traffic vampire, Trafficula. It's a crazy concept, Trafficula, but it's true nonetheless. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
Something to look out for when you're driving around.
Yeah, Trafficula.
It's amazing how he's looking out for us.
Just something more to worry about, huh?
Reason awareness.
First, my iPhone turning me gay, and now trafficula. Damn.
But that's why it's always important to tune in the morning, get the the traffic reports from you guys, and
Is there any way to prevent? Welcome back to the Riz Show. Got some guests, not guests, but guests in the studio. First, coming back to the show, Mr. David Tell.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Welcome back, guys.
Yep.
Welcome. Thanks for having us back.
You don't remember being here, right?
You know what? As we said earlier, that I had not been here for at least a year or so. And it's great to be back in the new location.
It's not like we told you that.
He was just waiting until he got on here.
But can we just say, okay, it's very rainy out there. And the fountain in front of the building does not add to the...
It's on right now?
Yeah, it's on. Is that whose job is that? Get that intern on that.
Well, I request it be on.
Yeah, even in pouring down rain, he says, more water, please.
Well, I say if we're having a guest, and I know you like fountains.
I like fountains when it's a beautiful, clear day, right? Maybe you just had a latte and you could stare and dream. But when it's raining like that, it really looks like we're sinking. It looks like we were torpedoed, and now it's coming up through the
according to my deck of the boat.
Yeah. It's like, there's no hope. Every man for himself.
So I grab a bucket and start bailing us out. No, it was my understanding, according to my notes, it was rain or shine. David Tell needs a fountain.
That's my writer. A fountain.
That's movable. And your opener is with you, Ian
very
Fidance.
funny.
Yes. Hey. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me, man.
And are you on with Nikki Glazer on her show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nikki's a good friend. We have her on all the time here.
Nikki's a local.
Yeah, this is her hometown here.
Awesomely funny.
Yeah, that's right.
Super
She's
funny.
the best, man.
So, Dave, last time you were on this show, when we were downtown, I believe after your shows at Helium, you went over to the east side.
Oh, that.
And the car.
Now you remember.
Now you remember. And the car you were in was stolen. Not with you in it.
But this is like such a great story because the manager of the club at the time, Andy, who said, "Hey, I want to go to the strip club." Which for you guys, the strip club, it's almost like you guys. That's what you do. That's just that's how every night ends.
If you want to continue partying after 1 a.m., you go to either the casino or the strip club.
No, every event,
yes,
no matter what it is, ends on the east side.
Christening.
It could be anything. That's what I was thinking. How about a big hand for the graduates of 2019? Okay, let's all hit the strip club. But anyway, we went over there, and we parked, and we did everything we were supposed to do, and then as we were leaving, it was like in a movie. I guess you could say the car stealer was driving out, and my guy, Andy, tried to stop it by, as we've seen in a movie, if someone's stealing your car, try and jump on the hood.
Yeah,
so he was almost run over.
He was TJ Hooker.
Yeah, and then he did not.
He jumped on the hood?
He got in the way, but
that's my car.
Like it was a big mistake.
Oh, okay.
Like he thought it was a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought this was my car.
Two people had
I normally start my car with a screwdriver. I'm sorry. My bad.
That was to be like, I'm sorry. I do have a drug addiction, and I got in the wrong car. Of course, I used the screwdriver as a key.
Imagine him go to a valet.
I didn't know it was your car.
Color me embarrassed.
A valet, and then handing the valet over a screwdriver.
Stay out of the glove box.
Well, I heard you were yelling, my American spirits are in there. There's a carton.
My notebook was in there.
Oh, your notebook was in there?
Yeah, and for comedy, that's like a child. You're like, oh, no, my premises.
Oh, no, I didn't know
my
that.
setup.
My premises. Oh, you had to start from square one?
I did, yeah.
Oh, no.
My puppet.
Well, if you were like Carrot Top, you'd have been completely screwed because everything would have been there.
Yeah.
No one would have stolen the car then.
Nice one, Ian.
So listen, you were on the show. I thought we had a great time.
I thought we did too.
Yeah, you remember vividly.
And now it's coming back to me. Yeah, I'm into it.
We had a great time.
Yes.
So I thought maybe we had a connection even when you were here the first time. I thought like we were going to exchange numbers and like we're going to hang out after.
A couple East Coast guys.
That never happened.
Well, it's going to happen tonight. How about that?
Oh, really?
I'm going to say it right now. The first shows, Michael is the manager here. The first show sold out, correct? Mm-hmm. These second shows, right? That's where you earn it. It's the second show. Anybody can sell out a first show, all right? Anybody can do that. But down at the mall, to get people to stay past the mall time when the escalators stop rolling and it becomes more of like a weird kind of shooter game, then yeah, that's when I want. So I think we should hang on the second show.
Well, and here's
and
what
you should
happened.
come on stage.
So, oh no!
Wow.
No.
We had a great show
I get
last
too
night.
Nervous.
Oh, why not, dude? You're a local guy.
I get very nervous.
What about for the fans?
Screw them.
You don't think so?
No.
Shake a couple hands.
So you're on the show. Okay. Again, I think we got this thing. I think we got this connection. I'm a big fan, and I was in New York 2 weeks later. I was in New York 2 weeks later, and we went to the Comedy Cellar.
Did you see me?
And who's playing? David Tell's got 15 minutes on stage, and you crushed it. You crushed it. And then after, I was with my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. I had some friends with us and went to the Comedy Cellar, and you were great. And then we were leaving, and there's David Tell smoking a cigarette by himself, just standing up there above the stairs. And I say to my party, I'm like, hey, he was just on my show 2 weeks ago. I know him. I'm going to go say hi. You had no idea. Who I was. In front of everybody.
Watch this amazing cover. You know, my mom has dementia. And, you know, sometimes just to see how her world, I pretend I have it too.
Like the one opportunity.
I apologize.
The one opportunity I thought like I was going to kind of show off in front of my brother-in-law.
I am so sorry about that.
No, it's on me.
No, back me up on this.
I don't.
He'll back me up on this.
It's
that
on me.
Comedy Cellar is a hot club. It really is like an iconic club now.
Yeah, he's
and
drunk.
that people like that people come up to you like both drunk. Whether they be drunk, homeless, or somewhere in between, and like you just have like your guard up. Basically, it's like, thanks, buddy. You know, whatever. Does he have a knife? Hey, what's up? I got no change.
You had a knife.
Dave,
Well, there
never,
you go. He's going to New York. For God's sakes, to defend himself.
never apologize for this ever because he came back and told the story and it has destroyed him for 3 years
I'm
now.
sorry
So
about that.
it has been the best.
I think the divorce is finally final, right?
You really put a lot on that meeting. I really apologize.
Huge. You're huge, man.
No, it's a story. It's a very good story.
It's great.
I tell. And in fact, my wife said, "Oh, you have David Tell on Friday?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Remember the time where you tried to show off in front of everybody?"
I really apologize.
No, but the Comedy Cellar, what a great place to
not be recognized.
To not be recognized. No. It just made me feel like, man, I'm just an insignificant St. Louis morning show guy.
Well, how was the rest of your trip?
It was great.
Yeah?
It was great.
What'd you think of those New York prices, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm from there.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm from there. But the Comedy Cellar, people don't understand what that is, what the Comedy Cellar is. It's the kind of place where people would go to kind of test out material. Like you had 15 minutes that day I saw you. And, I mean, it was pretty much ad-libbed.
Could be, yeah.
Is the Comedy Cellar where they did a lot of scenes in Crashing with Pete Holmes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the show that you guys do there now? What's it called?
This week at the Comedy Cellar.
This week at
On
the Comedy
Central.
Cellar. There you go.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it a topical thing, a weekly kind
Yeah,
of.
it's on the second. I think it got picked up for a third season.
Wow.
Oh, wow, nice.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah, not
Third
sure. Don't quote
season.
me, but
Guys?
yeah, so they
Third
take like
season.
topics of the week and then comics talk about it at the table, and then your whole set, you get a list of topics, then you joke about those topics, and they take certain jokes and put it in for whatever happened during the week. So if it's a big news week, it's great, but if it's in the middle of nothing, it's a lot of
Sucks.
I mean, it's a lot of stretching. It's like talk about 4th of July again. You're like, oh god.
No,
damn
but
it.
so at the Comedy Cellar, you'd see before a comic, like let's say Kevin Hart, for example, you know, before he goes and does stadiums, they test out the material.
They come by, yeah.
They come by and work out kind of a bit over at a place like the Comedy Cellar. And they have a strict, if you take yourself one out, they will break your fingers.
Really?
Yeah, they make it really tough over there now because people, honestly, it's hard to get people off of the phones. And, you know, I think he'll back me up on this, is that, like, there's the new comics, then there's the old me, like I'm the old comic, you know, and then there's, like, a lot of, there's just a lot of, in New York, there's just a lot of comedy. There really is. So that's why, you know, they're tight little sets and you get to, like, work on stuff and everything like that. But on the road, I do that too. So, you know, last night it was an awesome show at the Helium, you know, and, like, it really was that good. And the crowd was, like, exceptional because I've had a few stinkers lately, you know. I'm not going to say every one of them is
stinker.
It was bad. Yeah,
What's a stinker?
Wait,
for
you mean
well,
you
for me,
or the
it's when
crowd?
the crowd is just like, whoop, and some of them are in New York because you get a lot of tourists there. And you also get a lot of metro angst, a lot of PC, a lot of you know, like, oh, that's not right, HR kind of stuff, and you know, you know, that kind of like, oh, I'm a bad person, you know, that kind of thing. So that's boring, and we all know in the comedy world that, like, you know, you got to push it to some degree. But he can back me up on it. Last night, that crowd was just
They were
all the way
incredible.
through.
I mean, I've been touring with them for over the past year, and that was one of the best crowds we've had.
It was really good.
And no lie or anything. It was truly awesome.
And Tina was on it.
Yeah.
And, Rafe, they both
Rafe,
killed it too.
yeah.
Oh, Rafe is amazing.
And then I'd say from the beginning, from welcome to the show to the merch table, it was all that good.
It really picked up at the merch
usually,
table.
Usually either the show's good and the merch sucks, or the show sucks and the merch is good. It's rare to get the double whammy.
Well, how are you dealing with the cell phone thing? That's got to be really annoying looking out there and seeing somebody with their head buried in their cell phone or have their cell phone up and recording.
You know all these koalas that have been smoked out in Australia? I'm thinking of hiring them and releasing them into the crowd. So would you rather take a picture of an old hack from cable or a beautiful smoking koala who needs a drink?
A beautiful smoking
See,
koala.
something better in the room.
That needs a drink.
If there was something better in the room, people would be like, oh no, look at that koala.
Drinking all that ice water.
Well, I mean, for example, when Louis C.K. was starting to do
he
shows
can't use his phones.
and you know, his first set was wound up on the internet.
Yeah, that's right.
After
I was at the club where that happened.
After somebody recorded it.
I was at the club where that happened, and you know, it really is difficult. Like people want to record the set, and like if you're working on an album or you're working on a special, you don't want that to happen. You definitely don't. No matter who you are, you don't want it to happen. Because you're like, it's like not your release. It's like you want to control the product. But like, it's funny how people do record sometimes. Like this is a classic one, like this with the phone like that.
Like kind of turned away.
Who is this master spy? I've seen that 3 times. Just like, I'm enjoying the show, but I'm really recording.
Is that then like turned to the side? I mean, because if you go to a concert.
Yeah, oh, no, you got to.
Oh, my. So I was, Guns N' Roses came to town a couple years ago.
Yes.
First time in, 25 years since the riot. There was a big Guns N' Roses riot here in St. Louis. Yeah, they tore apart the amphitheater. And
Was that with Metallica?
No, Axl Rose. Somebody was taking a picture out in front, and Axl Rose jumped out on the stage and beat the crap out of the guy. And the fans tore apart the venue, and the band had to be snuck out of town. And Axl Rose was arrested. And
when was this?
91.
1991.
It was the first year of the amphitheater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big
first
deal.
year.
Has he been back since?
This was the first time. 25 years later.
Did he apologize?
They played at the Dome. Didn't make mention of it whatsoever.
Did he recognize you?
He recognized me.
I don't want to start off on the wrong foot.
So
this gentleman over here.
I'm on to you.
Good friend of mine.
Shout out to his wife and friends who are in town.
So I'm on the floor of the Dome, and I'm not a tall person. And the person in front of me, about a foot taller than me, holding up their phone the entire time, recording every single song.
And they like that for some reason, right?
But are you ever going to go back and watch November Rain?
Who is that for? It's like recording fireworks. Who is that for? No one wants to watch that, you know?
I mean, maybe you record a couple seconds to prove to your buddies on Instagram that you were there. That's about it. Do you need all of Welcome to the Jungle? It's right there. It's right there.
Yeah.
Like, do you wake up the next day and go, like, man, that was, I think it was probably the greatest concert in the world. I better check. And you like watch it again.
Was I dreaming?
Was that like an awesome night? I don't trust myself anymore. I just have to
Well,
be
but the
awesome
audio
night.
through a phone is just
It's
so
just
good.
superb.
Yeah.
I'm 70% sure I had a good time.
Yeah.
I need to confirm the rest of that
just
30. Hold
need
on
some
1 second.
evidence. I need some clear evidence here.
I've seen people bring iPads.
What?
Freaking iPad.
That's too much.
I saw one guy bring his own video crew.
Well, doesn't Fish, who's like the ultimate touring, they just are like better than anybody else. Fish, the group.
Yeah.
That they have a thing where it's like, you're allowed to bootleg the tape or something like that. You get a license or something. If you have a reason, you can do it. And like they just do that from tape. Because a part of it is like they're archiving the band. And if you're a big Fish head or whatever, if you're into Fish, that it's important that they do that. I don't know if they're allowed to sell it, but they're allowed to. Some weird thing that they have a thing with their fans where they're allowed to do it. So
But why can't you put your phone down for an hour and a half and just enjoy what's in front of you? Just live in the moment. and stop it.
I don't think it's. I only think it's going to get worse. Ian is younger than me, so what do you think? How much time a day are you on the phone?
Oh, it's so gross.
Is it?
So much.
Listen, that candy's not going to crush itself. So.
Yeah, I have an addiction, and I get sick if I don't play with my Candy
Just
Crush.
listen, just in case one day fruit may take over or candy may take over the U.S.
Ready to go.
Be prepared.
They're going to call you in.
I mean, we're going to war
Ian,
soon. I just hope
give me
it's
the
for
biggest
Candy
Crush.
Crusher
here.
Ian has some big news. Can I just, whatever. He's a really funny guy, but he just did a part on a TV show, which I think you guys would like to hear about.
Oh, you're a sweetheart, Dave.
No, go
I
ahead.
just shot Last OG with Tracy Morgan.
Oh, I love that show.
He just mentioned it earlier this week.
On the upcoming season. Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Man, I love dude.
Let me, I don't want to ruin the sketch,
relative, or
but
what
he
do you
plays the white guy who doesn't get it.
What?
He plays the, what's going on in here, fellers? Heck! Heck!
I'm all caught up. What is it?
What in tarnation?
It's TBS, but you can watch it on Netflix with the curses.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's
There's too many viewing strategies now.
Tracy Morgan
I know.
and Tiffany
Very fun.
Haddish.
Yes.
Cedric the
Yes.
Entertainers
Yeah.
is in it too. What a great show. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Man.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad you came in.
Hey, me too, Riz. Thank you. I'll never forget you, Riz.
I see you in the Comedy Cellar. Remember
What's your
this
name?
face.
I'd like
My
to
name's
not.
on the wall behind you.
I'd like to.
And I got to say another thing great about St. Louis because, this is true, and he'll back me up on it. It's like, I don't party or anything, but I do like to eat after the show.
Yes.
And like we've been hitting a multitude of towns where there's no late night food. But in St. Louis, you guys have multiple diners and
Yes.
like a lot of choices. So
Yes, Uncle Bill's.
Uncle Bill's
Oh,
was
yeah,
great.
Uncle
Wow.
It was really
Nice,
good.
yeah.
That chili, woo, I really was regretting it last
Don't name
night.
it. It ain't going to stay that long. They don't even name the chili.
Uncle Bill's.
Yeah, you used
That-
to have great blueberry pancakes back in the
Uncle
day.
Bill's,
It's been a while.
I think the last time it was after a Point Fest I went there. That's a place that kind of locked in time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It's got the old school
Yes.
kind of
Yes.
carpeting,
Yeah.
wood paneling.
We went to a
I think
place.
there's still a smoking section in there. It's
I
very
wish.
popular.
We went to a place. Where were we when we both thought like, wow, this is going to be like one of those old timey hole in the wall,
Outside of
really
Indy.
good places. It was such a meth den of
It was
just
a meth. It was like 3 meth heads who like came in to buy meth, and then they're like, you know what? Why don't we just run this diner? It's like, why not?
And still do the math.
Yeah. You know how to cook. I have a pad. Let's just pretend we're waiters and waitresses.
We have a lot of great food in this city.
Yeah, you do. You
But,
really
but,
do.
I mean, you guys tour all the time. How do you stay healthy?
How do you do it?
Is it working out every day?
Well, I'm
How do you
waiting for this
maintain such
cycle
a
place
physique?
to open up downstairs.
Do you bring your own Bowflex with you to every?
I usually bring my own coffin because I don't want to cause trouble. Good night, forever. And then I just get in my coffin.
forever.
I know you like to do. I like to, every city you like to find the nearest jazzercise class.
I do, yeah.
Warm up before.
You know what really gets my blood
gig.
going? Solving a murder. I just get online and get out there and find a good cold case.
You're in the right city.
Yeah, you're in the right city. They have plenty of unsolved stuff here. Yeah, I just watched that Don't F with Cats.
Yes, I saw that. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's wild.
What's that one?
So it's this guy posted a video of him killing 2 kittens.
Right.
And then the internet, just people that saw the video became detectives and found out who it was.
Right.
And things progressed in a not very good way.
Oh, cool.
And
They hunted
eventually,
him.
Yeah, they hunted them. They
But
found
instead of
this
like
guy.
Nazis, like this is the new thing, the cat torturers. We're hunting them.
yeah, and it escalated
It did.
beyond cat torture.
Well, it wound up being this guy who had murdered somebody online and then cut him up and sent body parts to.
Did he murder? Did he previously murder, or did he do it to spite them?
He did it post kitty murder.
Yes.
And
So-
he wound up sending
yeah.
body parts to like the Canadian government. Crazy.
Yeah, and like news stations. Oh yeah, whoops.
Being
Hey,
that
well,
we know
thanks,
each other
guys.
so well.
No, that's good. Now I don't
you
have
don't
to
have
watch
to
that
watch it.
one.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love it because it's
Oh,
like you
spoiler.
did
I
the
tried
time
to
for me.
leave. I tried to leave as much as I can out of it, and he was like, "Yeah, everybody's
no,
dead."
that's
and-
good because in Netflix there's too much. You have to watch everything.
Name's
And
Luca
you just did that
Magnato,
for
whatever.
me.
You can
That's
look
it.
him up. Yeah.
Luca Magnotta.
Did you
He's
hear
a
about this?
psychopath.
Don't mess with cats.
Well, listen, I mean, you got a lot of stuff, on the horizon. Bumping Bikes, is there a new season coming out?
We're working on it, and Jeff and I, of course, we're rolling hard through a lot of these great theater and casino dates. Ian was on a few of those too, and
Oh, yeah, they were great.
We're going to hit Texas. That's coming up January 16th, 17th, and 18th. My birthday, actually, will be in Houston on stage with Jeff Ross. See, dreams come true, kids.
Yeah.
The dreams you had as a child will eventually, as a man, if you really put your nose to the grindstone, will come true.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I appreciate you coming in, Dave.
No, I really
David
do.
Tell and Ian.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
I can't apologize enough.
Oh,
for
God,
the,
no, I don't
for the
care.
whatchamacallit.
I mean, I'm
If he sees you in New York again, you have to act like, even if you do remember, you have to act like you do not know him.
Well, you remembered for 2 years. I mean, that's a year away from being a fatwa.
It's been
in
longer
terms
than
of, in terms of grudge and hate.
Who's Sal? Yeah, you're owned by Salman Rushdie.
Next time you come to New York, all right, this is what I think. Name tags for everybody. That's a given.
I'm just a big radio guy from St. Louis. Just remember that. David Tell, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Ian Fidance will look
for
to
having
you.
me,
Nikki
man. Appreciate
Glazer
it.
and on Bumpin' Mics. See him at Helium Comedy Club tonight, heliumcomedy.com.
Guys, we got to get a picture.
All right, it is 9:20 on this Friday. Somebody fetch me the one they call Fandango. Oh, my God, I forgot about that. Oh, wait, hang on. I gotta cut this. See, King Scott, I thought you were giving me the sign where they're out of time.
No, I was holding. Sorry, you saw that because you looked down and I.
No, I thought King Scott was giving me the we're out of time signal.
No, he held up the thing and did
I didn't
the
see it. I can't see over this thing. Anyway, before you leave.
What happened?
He's yelling at everybody.
What's going on here? Is
Dave,
it down?
before you leave,
Yeah.
being that this is your second time on the show, we want to give you the Second Timers Club certificate.
Wow. Oh, awesome.
Isn't that nice?
Look at that.
Thank you, guys.
It says Second Timers Club, David Tell.
Nice.
Look at the frame and everything, which we're going to need
That's
back.
beautiful.
You cannot
Yeah,
keep
we
the
have to
frame.
No, I love that because there's no way I would fly with this. This would end up. There's no way.
Thank you so much for taking this. I don't want to have to throw this
in
away.
no way can keep the frame.
I love it. It's in Braille-like, almost.
You're rubbing my face.
But yes,
great.
it is
Thank you,
a
guys.
Second Timers Club certificate for being on the show. If you come back a third time, you're in the Third Timers Club.
When do I get to make a speech, much like the Golden Globes, about some of my issues?
If you would like to make, actually, you know what? There's only one five-timer, and the five-timers get a jacket. Nikki Glazer is the only one of the five-timers.
Wow.
Yep,
I didn't
yep.
know that.
So again, dare to dream.
That's going to beat it. Yeah, but I brought in an opener, so it doesn't bump me up at least a half to the night. No.
Now I've got goals.
This is Ian's first time.
Yes.
So would you like to make a speech?
Well, I would say that first of all, as a second timer, I think we all believe in second chances, and that's what we saw here today.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'm gonna, I don't know whether I keep the actual frame or
You don't keep the frame.
No,
I
you
don't.
Just get the
Okay,
paper.
cool.
Yeah.
Because I like a guy who said, you know what? I've got a table I'm not using, so why don't I just turn it into a picture frame? It's good to see. I don't know what work release guy you got on this one, but honestly, it's a heavy commitment, much like this frame. Sometimes I like, after the show, talk Finn out of the town and just raft down the Mississippi. And thanks for this frame/raft that I can sit on with my tuchus as my bare feet dangle in the Mississippi. No, thank you, guys. It's an honor.
Thank you.
And I will try and make it to the fifth time.
Thank you. Yeah, and then you get it's a sequin jacket. It's gorgeous.
And how much does that weigh? Is that made of lead?
Yeah, it's made of chainmail. All right, David, tell everybody.
The sixth time is just a brick of plutonium.
All right. It's a cinder block.
Yeah, we fit you for concrete shoes if you're a six-timer.
All right, 9:23 Friday. Look, your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
He's a ginger. He's a ginger.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. There is an incident northbound 270 right at Manchester. Also, 2 right lanes are blocked as very slow traffic eastbound 44 before Big Bend. Point forecast today, rain and thunderstorms today and tonight, around 60 for the high, 40 for the low. This weekend, tomorrow, more rain, possibility of some snow, around 40 for the high, 20s for the low. Sunday, mix of clouds and sun and around 40 for the high, right at about 30 for the low. Right now, it is 57 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
So next on the docket is Jeff Burton's sexy calendar from the competition, well, 2 competitions ago. Remember, it was the sexy calendar shoot. Calendar is complete, and you could buy it for the first time Friday at the Hot Shots, Manchester. $10. Jeff will be down there. He'll sign it if you like.
Yes, he will.
And for the first time, we're going to see it right now.
My God. Oh, my God.
These things have been in boxes for about a week now, sealed up.
Yep.
We haven't seen these before. Oh, I can't wait.
The best description I can... Are we doing this now or are we doing our new picks now?
We're going to see them now.
Okay. The best description I can tell you is each month, if you just think about it, each month of a calendar has a certain theme or a holiday or something, and that's what we went with each one. So, I want to say thank you once again to Victory Men's Health and everybody that works there. The 2 locations, there's a Town and Country Run over here, which is the one I go to, Tones as well. We used to go to the Illinois side over there. Not too far of a drive, but Town and Country is super convenient for us. But either way, the place you start is their website, which is victorymenshealth.com. Many, many issues for men there. Mine was testosterone isn't really anymore because they got me on a regimen of a shot once a week, and it is fantastic. And honestly, my times in my 5Ks have actually gotten better. Is it because of that? I don't know, but I'm liking it either way, and I feel great. Zest for life as soon as I wake up, and I'm a better person. I don't know if I could be a better coworker, you guys, but I'm trying. And it's courtesy of the help of Victory Men's Health. Go get yourself a blood draw and see if testosterone is your problem. Could be something else that you need to have looked at. But the doctors there will find out. VictoryMen'sHealth.com. Be you again.
Hi, I'm Riz from the radio, and I've been playing guitar for about 10 months now. And that means I'm ready to teach you how to play guitar too. Are you ready to learn some fine licks? Well, I want you to take classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music. In no time, I can get you playing like this. When you sign up for classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music, I will teach at least 1 class a week, 15 minutes only, and you'll get this commemorative tote bag. Achieve all your dreams. Learn how to play guitar. Yes, fine licks like this. Jimi Hendrix, B.B. King, Kurt Cobain, Stevie Ray Vaughan, John Denver did not take classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music, and look how they turned out. After taking classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music, those panties will be melting off. And you'll be shredding your way to this commemorative tote bag. Classes are forming soon.
Yeah, man.
Probably
You never know if yours is a good time.
All right, so let's do this. Fine. Let's do this. You know what they said? I'm going to be as dark as that.
Going. Hey, everybody, let's go. We're all going.
I feel bad. Let's do it.
I look at it.
Look at it.
He's spraying. He's spraying.
It's happening.
There it is.
Nice.
Oh, you look great.
One coat.
Look at you.
Look at me.
I can't. Do you have a tampon yet?
Yeah, it's really nice, right?
You actually.
Cool, just got back from vacation.
We need a bit more jersey.
Oh my god. Hey, where'd you vacation? The equator? Listen, what am I gonna do? It gets way darker than this.
It gets way darker than this.
And now reality set in.
No, I chose that color. She's like, no.
By the way, here, get that. Did we choose this color?
Nope, I did.
There we go.
Talking about Schnooks right now, which I'm supposed to be talking about Schnooks. They have asked me to talk to you about a critical blood shortage that we're experiencing in the area, and they want me to talk to you about maybe donating blood if you can. So, blood or platelets is critically needed now. The Red Cross has less than a 3-day supply of type O blood entering this weekend. So, if you're eligible, you're urged to give now to help ensure life-saving blood products are available for patients who depend on transfusions for survival. So as a special thank you for helping to meet the need for blood and platelets during this, it's a critical time, those who give between now and January 19th will automatically be entered for a chance to win an exciting Super Bowl trip for 2, just for donating blood. And in addition, St. Louis Blues fans may wish to donate during the annual Blues Drive next Thursday, and they'll get a Red Cross Blues t-shirt. So all the details, find a location, hit up redcrossblood.org. That's redcrossblood.org.
American woman, stay away from me. American woman, mama, let me be. Don't come hanging round my door. I don't wanna see your face no more. I got more important things to do than spend my time growing on with you now.
That's like it was just here. Crazy. Donnie Fandango's here.
Hey, Donnie.
Morning. So, just a little behind the scenes here at the Riz Show.
Here it comes.
Oh, boy. Love you, buddy.
And this is addressed to King Scott here. So, and you know what I'm going to talk about?
Just all the great work I do?
No. So
you have to do something first.
There was kind of an awkward ending to that interview. Okay. So what happened was King Scott came. So we're talking Dave Attell and his opener Ian. They're here. We're having a great conversation. King Scott comes in. Okay. I kind of saw you come in. I didn't know you were holding the Second Timers Club plaque.
Yeah. Well, your eye looked down, because I did this, and you looked down with your eyes, and you shook your head, so I was like, oh, we're good.
Okay. So King Scott, I have a monitor in front of me. So I could see Moon clearly, I could see Jeff clearly, I could see Tony clearly, but to my right, I have this monitor kind of blocking me. King Scott stood directly where the monitor is. I couldn't see what you're holding. So you're giving the thumbs up, thumbs down, standing next to the guy from Helium Comedy Club. Me thinking he's telling you to cut it short.
Sorry.
Like cut the interview off. Dave's got to go somewhere else. That's you giving me the sign. I cut the interview right there. That's I'm like, I guess you got to go. Didn't know you were holding the plaque because you're right in front of the monitor.
Sorry.
He said with love?
Yeah. Well, I'd been over there, waving for a minute, and I was trying to get you, and then you finally looked down and
sit
you
here.
shook.
Okay, gotcha.
Come sit here where I sit.
Next time, look.
Okay.
Next time, bring a flare in. Next time, bring a flare in like you're a nightclub waitress. And you're bringing bottle service.
Well, you have to sit with perfect posture and flawless wit like he does.
At the head of the
I'm gonna
table.
stand where King Scott was standing.
All right.
I'm going to go back a little bit. All right, thumbs up, thumbs down. Can
Yeah.
you see what I'm holding?
No, not at all.
I can't see it. I can't see what you're holding.
I think he gets it, man.
All right.
So you couldn't see it?
He's only as red as a cherry tomato. I think he gets it. He wants to crawl underneath this table right now.
Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. Well, just
your
you know,
eyes
just
looked
don't
down,
be
so it's like, okay, he knows.
Just don't be in the monitor view.
Okay.
That's it.
The chair feels different during the Rizzuto Show.
I know.
Is it hotter?
Yeah,
it's I don't know. It's a little bit more king-like, a little more throne-like. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to take that.
Hey, did you trip on a scepter over there?
You know what's great is I walked in because we were both in production suite, and before I said, hey, you know, get out there with the frame, and all this goes down. And then afterwards, you were explaining how you couldn't see him, and I went in there and said, hey, just words to the wise. I'm sure it'll be off of his mind in a half an hour when he brings it up, but he's kind of a little hot right now about him not being able to see it. And then you call him straight in. Sorry, Scott.
I just got it off
should
my
have warned
chest,
you
'cause
a
it was
bit
a weird
more.
ending to that. Like I went into the traffic and weather. I had to cut the traffic and weather off.
It was great though.
No, it was great. It was great. You played it off well, huh?
So you did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Way to go. Good radio.
Yeah. Just wanted to be a part.
Thanks for contributing, Scott.
You're welcome.
But you know what though? In your credit, I did forget about the plaque. So
So yell at
Thanks
him for a little while.
Thanks for reminding me about the plan.
You're welcome.
Tell him about
Somebody
the work
could have
you went
reminded
to.
me earlier, but that's cool. Yeah, I would have written it down. That's all right.
Now we just got blamed.
Yeah.
No, we didn't, because I'm pretty sure didn't you remind him earlier?
Yeah, and we were
Today?
Yes, we talked
No, you
about it
didn't.
a few times.
No, not today. Not today.
Was it today or not?
Not today.
It wasn't today.
I'm not going to argue.
Yeah.
Was it today?
I'm staying out, man. I'm not saying nothing.
Donnie, where do you wait?
Donnie said, "Don't bother him right now. He's busy in the interview." So it's like, okay, Donnie, whatever you want.
Donnie's about ready to leave the results and just walk out.
Oh, no, man, I'm fine. It's
I'm
just
fine with
nice when
that.
it doesn't have anything to do with me.
Yeah, it's not circling around to Donnie's ass, is it?
Regardless, I really had a good time talking to the two of them.
Hey, he was great. Or
He
they
was
were great.
And do you think Dave felt really kind of bad about the whole Comedy Cellar thing?
think for a
he
second,
did.
yeah.
For a second.
I think he's going to tell you that he felt real bad. And then when he leaves, he's going to go,
What a
okay.
douche. You think he's
No.
MFing me?
I think he already forgot.
Yeah.
Can you believe that guy expected me to remember him? In New York?
That's not the story. The story is me trying to big time it. Like the story is me trying to big time it in front of my.
Yeah, the shot's at you, not at him.
Yeah, it's more at me.
Yeah, but you can also understand where he's like,
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's basically thinking that you were like, oh man, I just met this guy. He was so great. This was amazing. And then you walked up to him and he went. Meh.
That dementia cover was brilliant. If he hasn't used that before, it just proves that he's the wittiest guy in the country.
He is.
Oh, God, he's quick.
Absolutely, he is. If you watch that Bumpin' Mics with him and Jeff Ross, it's amazing.
That sounds dirty. Sounds very dirty.
That's the point of the naming of the show.
I can't believe you declined to get up on stage with him. Man, it's crazy.
I can't go tonight.
Oh, you can't. Can I go?
He's going to Goldfinger.
Oh, that's right.
I can't go. I have other commitments.
Yeah, you're going to David Tell, right? You can't go to
I can't go to. No, I'm going to see Ian open and then leave. I'm there for Ian and Rafe. That's it. Now, Donnie Fandango's here. Thank you, Donnie, for coming in.
No problem.
Donnie has the real or fake results, and here we go.
I probably use
Everybody.
99 words for booze.
How fitting.
Here we go.
The show tonight.
Yeah, you're going to do that version, right?
Exactly. Well, we do that version all the time.
The 99 words for boobs version. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Real or Fake, 1057thepoint.com/cans to see the cans in question for week number 7. Sponsored by
Patricia's Where Fun and Fantasy Meet.
All right, so here's where we stand. Right now, Moon and King Scott are your co-kings of cans, 16 points each. Remember, this is the execution punishment, where the loser or losers will be pummeled with 100 eggs.
10 coming from me.
10 coming from Donnie, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Got a hell of an arm, too.
Yeah.
I have 15 points, and right now, Jeff and Tony sit in the cellar with 14 points each. But that could change today. You could have some company. Your hero, me. So it's 1 point for each correct answer, real or fake, unless it's your lock of the week. Your lock gets you 2 points if you're right, 0 points locked out if you're wrong, regardless of your other pick. So, Donnie, for dramatic purposes, we're going to go 3, 2, 1 for the reveal. 3, 2, 1. All right, Tones, if you would, a description of photo number 3.
Photo number 3. This is a photo of a lovely lady who is kind of standing a little diagonally, a little off to the side here. It is a standard white bra. There is a little bit of lace and flare on it as well. This is the photo that we were all in agreement on. We all went real. Nobody locked in, but everybody real.
We're also in agreement that this could have been the toughest pick of the week.
I'm looking at it right now going, if he says fake, not surprised at all.
Not surprised at all.
Yeah, this is an absolute 50-50.
Yeah. All right, so we're all real on photo number 3. Donnie Fandango has the results, and here we go.
All right, guys, listeners, 70% went real. Listeners and you guys incorrect.
Yeah.
They're fake.
Yep.
Not surprised.
Nope. Congratulations. Good for her.
I
Not
went
surprised.
fake, I just spelled it wrong.
I accept.
Happens.
I accept too. Man, why did I not go fake on these? Why?
Playing it safe, man. We're all too close.
Oh. Although,
Ooh, we gonna
here
have
we
two
go with
fakes?
photo number 2.
You know what you get for being bold? Beards.
Yeah.
And costumes.
Beards and tattoos.
Yep. Here we go with this one. Photo number 2. This lovely lady is wearing some sort of very, very sexy magenta, purplish lingerie. I mean, these things are massive.
Tremendous.
Massive.
Rivals.
And everybody's gone real here except for Riz, who is on Fake Island.
Man, what a mistake I made.
Your statistics have just gone against you.
Yep. You know, if you look at this picture, she's got like 2 like clasps in front, and those things are working overtime. I think those are made from steel.
You never know,
Like
though.
they make buildings. Like they make building frames out of those things.
They
They're
snapped,
so-
and the photographer was killed right after that.
I got close to locking on this one.
As real? Locking real?
Yeah. Just because
If I was going to go fake, it'd have been this one.
so big.
Yeah,
They are big. Well, all right, I'm the only one.
So round, though.
I'm the only one who's gone
perfectly
fake
round is what I mean.
for photo number 3. I'm sorry, this photo number 2.
Yeah, he was doing this, like making a snowman with his hands.
Donnie Fandango, photo number 2, real or fake?
All right, guys, listeners, 75% went fake. Listeners, incorrect. They're real.
Damn it. Well, I'll give this to you guys. You want that?
I'll
you
take
want
it.
that?
I'll take it.
Does that feel good, guys?
It does.
All right, so Jeff's got 15 points. Tony's got 15 points.
Oh, yeah.
Scott's got 17. Moon's got 17. And I got 15. Because I don't get a point.
It's okay,
Because I
man.
was wrong. What I'm hoping for
That really
here-
got Donnie, by the way. You go, I don't get a point because I was wrong. That really got him good.
Simple man, Donnie.
Yeah, man.
Now I'm in last place with these guys. There could be a 3-way. There could be 3 people in last place.
Right now,
on the end of this
there's a
conversation.
possible
more eggs.
300 eggs. Like,
300
yikes.
eggs.
I got to be real honest with you. The only one I want to throw eggs at is Burton.
Oh, my goodness. That's awesome.
I mean, I will no matter who loses, but I don't know, man. There's just something. I
The
don't
guy
know.
you've known the longest.
Yeah, go figure.
All right, and finally, a description of photo number 1.
Photo number 1 here. This is the first hand bra of 2020. Also, Happy New Year nips here. Lovely lady bent over, just showing the goods. And all of us have gone real. All of us have locked it in.
All right, all real on photo number 1. All locked in on photo number 1. I'm hoping for a fake here.
I don't know why.
Donnie Fandango, photo number 1, real or fake?
All right, guys, listeners, 82% went real. Listeners, correct. They're real.
Moon, celebrate.
Dude, with my last 6 months of runs, I'm just gonna wait. Man, 6 months of runs sound like Jeff, don't I?
I liked it.
That's pretty good.
All right, so going into week number 8, Moon and King Scott 19 points each. With a boops, with just your lock right.
Yeah. Sova.
Over.
Sova.
Myself, Jeff, and Tony Patrico, we all have 17 points. Oh, man. Yikes.
Is this the closest composition?
Yeah, I think this is as far as last place goes. So.
Oh, wait, but if multiple of you guys lose, then that means I get to chuck 10 eggs at more than one of you.
That's right.
Boy,
30.
I like this. I like the direction this is going.
Who's this guy over here?
Yep.
Mr. Math. Who's Mr. Math over here? Hey, before we hit the break, I just want to do some quick food news. Because this is a story that's making the news everywhere. Taco Bell is going to, man, they're going to have to start selling a lot more burritos because they're going to start testing higher salaries to see if it helps them get better staff for their stores and encourage people to stick around longer. And how high we talking? $100,000 for a store manager.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wild, huh?
You're talking about paying store managers $100,000. Right now, managers get paid between $50,000 and $80,000. But the labor market is tight right now with low unemployment. And Taco Bell is having more trouble than most attracting good people at those kind of salaries.
I don't know if it's Taco Bell necessarily, but there's a handful of the fast food joints in Eureka that are closing. They're whittling down their hours.
Because they can't
get people to work.
There's no staff.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a Subway on Tesson Ferry that's like that, man. That like the hours are real spotty, and I think it's the same reason.
So they said they're going to start testing out some of these salaries at their locations in the Northeast and here in the Midwest. I don't know where exactly. But And I don't know if other fast food chains are going to start following suit.
Does it say how much they make currently?
Between 50 and 80.
Wow.
So this would be more.
Big.
Thank you,
Thank
Jeff.
you, Jeff. No, the mathematician in the room.
You. Donnie sent it.
That's a big increase, and honestly, I think it'll do them really well.
Yeah.
You want to help out? Bring back the Mexi Melt. Damn it.
You want to get more clients?
Yeah. You want to see more of Jeff? Bring back the Mexi.
DiGiorno is now selling a buffalo chicken pizza, but it also has a crust that's stuffed with ranch seasoning and cheese. I don't know if anybody
sounds cool.
would be down for that.
You said a lot of attractive words.
But all together like that, it's kind of like
it's a lot.
It's a lot going on there.
I can't do those DiGiorno pizzas anymore. In the advent of the Lena's world, man, they just don't taste good to me anymore. I'm just not in.
So I guess they have other stuffed crust pizzas. DiGiorno. That's not delivery. And I guess you could get this new flavor at Walmart. That's a Walmart thing. A couple of years ago, Heinz apparently realized they were out of new material, so it was time to start releasing remixes. And it worked. They were remember they came up with the mayo and ketchup remix called Mayo Chup, and a mayo mustard combo called Mayo Must, and a mayo barbecue mix called Mayo Q. And now here's the latest. Heinz just announced there's a new product called Honey Racha.
Oh, so they fired the name giver.
Honey mustard and sriracha?
It's between honey and sriracha.
How did you figure that out?
Yeah.
They're actually going to feature it in a Super Bowl ad, and it's going to hit shelves soon. Yeah?
You know, there was a guy paid to come up with those names.
Probably very
Honey
well.
Racha. Honey Racha. And let's talk about the Girl Scouts one more time. They got that new Girl Scout cookie.
The lemon ups.
What are your thoughts?
It's okay. I mean, very, very powerful lemons taste. Very powerful.
It's super powerful, and it's a big cookie. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if it was half the size, it'd be half as powerful. Maybe they go there if people complain about it being too flavorful.
The crazy thing
I could
is
only eat one.
I thought it was less flavorful than I was anticipating because the smell is so intense.
Maybe it's the smell that I'm...
So they call it's a lemon up, they're calling it. The lemon ups. Lemon ups are round, crispy lemon wafers with a layer of glaze on the bottom. I'm enjoying the motivational phrases like "I'm a leader" stamped on top.
Yeah.
On top of the cookie?
On top
Oh
of the
yeah,
cookie.
yeah. Mine was "You are bold."
Yeah.
That was the thing.
They used to do that
you
with the thanks a lots. The thanks a lots used to have messages printed on them like, thank you for believing in us. Next, they're just going to put like song lyrics, like full songs on it.
You're a loser. Man, I'm wrong.
No, it's back. It's
What the hell, man?
This isn't very nice.
Yeah, in every sleeve there's one that just crushes you.
Yeah, it says another cookie? Question mark.
Do you really need one more?
Don't have to eat the whole sleeve.
You made it this far?
All right, we'll take our final break, come back, and wrap it up.
Oh boy, I'm.
The U.S. Open, the Masters, child's play compared to what we went through on that hot afternoon.
I was hungry most of the day. I think we played golf.
Probably would have bought right around 100 boxes of Girl Scout cookies, and I would have finished every single box. But that's not how I live now, and that's thanks to SSM Health Weight Management Services. The main thing that they have taught me over there, and it's not just, the gastric sleeve surgery that helped jumpstart my weight loss and truly is the reason why I weigh what I weigh today, but they've also taught me things with the classes that they have to offer. They've taught me that moderation is key. They've given me the tools that I need to succeed. Now it's up to me to do the execution, and you can have the same results that I've had, that many people in the St. Louis area have had, because SSM Health Weight Management Services, they are absolutely amazing. They are the best in the area when it comes to this. All the way from the surgeons, Dr. Morales and Dr. Schwer, to the staff that checks you in when you get there for your annual appointments. They really do know what they're doing over there, and they do it very, very well. So what I encourage you to do is go to ssmhealth.com/Patrico. Read the letter that I wrote. Watch the testimonial video. There's testimonial videos of a bunch of people that have had the surgery as well. But again, get your weight loss journey started today. ssmhealth.com/Patrico.
Do you,
God, I'm so
do you
upset.
want to fire one, and then you fire one? You haven't fired one, right?
I don't trust myself to fire.
Oh.
Would you like to fire on you, sir?
I don't care. Could be both of you.
You want to do one?
I'm just afraid that I'm going to aim too high and then hit in the back.
Don't
and all
hit
of
me
a
in the
sudden
back.
it's over.
Now,
Too
I'm
high?
going to go over there.
Okay.
All right, here's how this is going to work.
You have to count to 5.
I'm going to count to. You shoot me once, and then I count to 5, and then you shoot me again.
It's the anticipation
Got it,
of the
got it,
count
got
to
it.
5, which is hilarious.
We'll transfer the gun in the meantime.
Here, you want to turn that mic on and put it over there, or is that
Yeah,
still
let's
on
see if
fire?
that is-
Oh, you want me to turn 5's mic on?
Yeah, let's see if it's
Turn the Sixers mic.
All
It's
right.
still on fire.
Well, at least they're on it. So that'll work.
All right. Damn it, this is going to suck. Damn it. Man.
Let me make sure it's cocked.
Stop laughing.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to? You laughed when I got shot.
And I will laugh when you get shot again.
Yeah, okay, then I'm going to laugh right now.
Hang on. Let me cock it.
Would you like the chair to bend over on the chair?
No, I'll go like this.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy, that sounded so loud.
Oh, my God, it's going to hurt so much.
Tell me when you're ready.
Moving, stop
Here we
moving.
go.
Ready? 3.
Wait.
Stop shuffling.
Wait. I'm nervous.
Yeah, but we're gonna hit you.
Make sure don't get it in the crack, okay? 'Cause you hit me-
Stay away from the crack.
And don't hit my back.
No crack, no back, okay?
All right, so as soon as you shoot me, I'm going to... Oh,
You got to go 1, 2.
it's going to be
3.
pain, though.
Right, that's the point of you counting in pain. Here we go, Jeff, whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1.
Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go! Ah!
Oh, my God, millimeters away. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. It's the funniest thing on the planet. Oh, my God.
Oh, man, that stings. Damn.
That first one, I think, was the hardest shot that we've ever had.
It went woof up.
It went click flap. I mean,
It does not feel great, guys.
Hi, this is King Scott, and this is how King Scott cooks. Today we're going to make the perfect meatloaf.
And credit, if you got no credit, let's say you're in the middle of a divorce or bankruptcy, if you've had a car repossessed before, no problem. Frank Lita Automotive Outlet in Bridgeton and South County, Frank Lita Mitsubishi in Bridgeton, they will put you in a car. In fact, they work with every customer to get you in a vehicle for $1 down. It's the dime down program. They have credit amnesty. They have guaranteed credit approval no matter your current credit situation. See, they use specific lenders that help people with different, we'll call it credit challenges. And they're completely designed around getting you into a vehicle and help you rebuild and establish credit. So again, if you've had repossessions, bankruptcy, bad credit, good credit, little or no credit, job layoff, divorce, medical debt, credit card debt, whatever it is, over at Frank Lita, they understand that bad things happen to good people, and they're not going to judge you. They just want to get you into a good ride. Guaranteed credit approval, only $1 down, helping you better your credit situation, invest in yourself, be part of the Frank Lita family. Plus, lifetime warranties on all new Mitsubishis. Frank Lita Automotive Outlet in Bridgeton and South County, and Frank Lita Mitsubishi in Bridgeton. FrankLita.com, FrankLeta.com.
And now, a heartfelt message from Tony Patrico.
That is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Guys, hell of a first week back from the break.
Wow, man.
Man, what a week we've had, huh? Started off with, what did we start off the week with?
Well, there was a
Monday.
lot. We talked about your Israel trip.
Israel trip.
And the shirts, which I posted my Guns N' Moses shirt that you brought me back from Israel. That's on Instagram. Then we went into, remember, the beard got shaved over New Year's.
Beard shave.
The whole thing. We're putting the whole collage video together. Then Joey spilled the chili.
Joey spilled the chili.
And went viral with that. We had Carter Hutton back on.
Carter Hutton came on.
Donnie's Rage, Weekend Rage. You had your shots from all the missed NFL picks.
That's right.
Then we had Dave Attell, Ian Fidance. We had another guest who
John
else
Patrico was here.
That's right, John
Freak
Patrico.
of the week.
Jeff talked to King Scott's virginity and said goodbye.
Man, I mean, shot out of a cannon. All right, fellas?
You're right.
Great first week back. It was great to be back on the air. And thank you for having us. Moon, blog and podcast. What do we got?
Well, as I described yesterday, we like to put the titles together using, highlights of the show. That way, not only for search results in different podcast directories, but so you can sort of find your favorite parts in whatever day. You know, if you're looking for, what was that day that we did this? Yesterday was something about the rage freak Carter Hutton. Today, it's Dave Attell, a solid hunk of rubber. Find out why by checking out the blog and the podcast if you missed anything. First of all, it starts off with a great shirtless picture of Patrico and then moves right into a perfect storm of being hit right in the right there while wearing a microphone during a cricket game. This guy took one of the hardest shots from a solid hunk of rubber during a game.
Went down like a sack of potatoes.
That's right. And I encourage you, just under that, just see some of the news and some of the Friday fails that we dealt with, like the driver. Oh, my goodness. The driver used some type of like aerosol air freshener, lights a cigarette, and I'm not saying like it lit on fire. This guy blew up windows in the businesses near his car. His car is total, has no doors or windows left. It sounds like it's out of a movie, but you have to see the pictures. That and a local church elder, he was just busted for trying to pay for gay sex with an Arby's gift card. So check out that story. 1057thepoint.com/Riz.
Tonight, go see Moon and his band Goldfinger.
Heck yeah, man.
Buddy. You got some tickets still available. Not many, though. So
Not many.
Better get them while you can.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. This is the first time we've headlined St. Louis in a long, long time. And for our Denver friends, because I know we have a lot of Denver podcast weirdos, hope to see you. It's a sold-out show tomorrow in Denver already, but that's going to be fun. So great weekend. I know King Scott has some Supercross stuff going on this weekend.
I'll get to that in a second.
Party.
I got it. Patrico and King Scott have the Worst of the Week podcast hitting today.
Correct. Yep. It'll be up probably around 1 o'clock-ish.
And what can we look forward to?
We are going to recap everything that happened this week on the show. King Scott is going to present some questions about sex and relationship that I try and answer. And we are going to talk about, everything that happened during the New Year break when we were not here. So.
I believe on Tuesday we talked about the tapes that King Scott was listening
that's
to.
That's right.
Yeah.
My mother got a big kick out of that.
Yeah, King Scott and his wife-to-be there listening and watching these kind of instructional.
They're boning up for the boning up.
Right.
I'm gonna get into that a little bit more with him on the Worst of the Week podcast.
All right, Saturday, King Scott is at the Supercross event over at the Dome beginning at noon. Sunday, join Patrico DBs for some playoff football beginning at noon. All right, have a fantastic weekend. We leave you with a selection from our Team Riz member of the day, shouting out Holly Marlowe from Wildwood.
Yeah,
Holly, welcome to the
And she wants to hear this song, and I'm going to play it for her right now.
Oh, nice.
All right, see you on Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, this is Clownvis, and you're listening to the Rizzuto Show. Happy.
Damn it.
I'm
so upset.
Do you want to?
All right, so this is a toy that you got?
According to this morning, it says this is not a toy, but yes, I bought this, and I bought it specifically because I wanted to do it with us.
Okay, so it's got 4 little slots for your fingers.
Yeah, some of these gag things like that, it's just like a little shock. And my son got something in a magic kit that he gets me with every once in a while, and it hurts like hell.
This is like, to be honest with you, it's 4 AAA batteries, which, okay, whatever.
Let's rewire it.
My sister-in-law was the one that tested it, and she damn near threw this thing across the room. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the settings. We're going 4.
All right, so y'all put your fingers in there, and you press the